Good evening and welcome to playoff football under the full moon at Waukee Northwest. Tonight, two 9-1 teams go at it for a trip to play where it's warm inside in the Unidome in Cedar Falls. Dar Danielson, John Schaefer, a cool night, but not a bad football night. We haven't had hardly any bad football nights this season, have we?
A typical November quarterfinal night here, I'd say, Dar, and a beautiful one at that. Sioux City East taking the field there, and Northwest already ready to roll in this matchup that will send someone to the Dome. Certainly both teams deserving of it. Should be a fun one tonight.
And Sioux City East, one of those teams that's been trying to push through from outside the metro here. Waukee Northwest, and let's pause, though. We've got our national anthem.
Yes, sir.
drop the ball, I know I'm making a piece. Hey, this ain't for the faint of heart, we always playing rough.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Officials for tonight's game, referee Chris Goebel, umpire Troy Green.
And we're back here at Waukee Northwest. Art Danielson, John Schaefer, and talking about the makeup in this 5A class. The big schools now, Waukee Northwest trying to cement their place among the leaders there. Sioux City East trying to be that outsider. They have won a title, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been 40 years or so, Dar. 1984 was the last time Sioux City East won a state title. That's also the last time they made it to the largest class's semifinals. Their only trip to the semifinals ever. And, of course, they'd love to get back there with a big upset, come in as that 7 seed after knocking off DCG 28-14. Meanwhile, Waukee Northwest rolled past Indianola last week 28-7. Some amongst us feel that this could be a Sioux City East upset brewing. My side of things, Dar, you got to beat the best to be the best, and I think Northwest has shown that they likely are the best team in 5A, at least consistently week in and week out this year.
I think they have been. I think the only thing is you got a team with nothing to lose. Yep. They've come on a long bus trip. Can they stay close, I think, is the big thing for them. We've seen them stay close with some of these teams in the past, almost knocking off Valley last year, and so it's going to be interesting.
Took some late game heroics to keep Valley in the postseason last year, of course. So this is a Sioux City East team that has had whiffs, as you mentioned, as we get ready for this kickoff, and Northwest deferring, and Sioux City East will receive. They'll go south to north or right to left on your screens to start this one off. But, yeah, Dar, it's going to be a fun matchup regardless. Of course, across the state, a lot of great matchups. You have Southeast Polk at Iowa City Liberty tonight. You've got Dowling Catholic, who I think is the odds-on favorite at this point. I think they certainly have a great chance. And then the one I'm watching is Valley Johnston as well. That one not too far down the road.
And if nothing else, Northwest, everybody's looking at Dowling, and their only loss came, of course, of that crosstown rival Waukee, the game we had here. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it all shakes out. But Sioux City East, they want to come in and, shock everybody, and they have some athletes to do it. When you're looking down the line, one I'll be watching, Chris Ford. He punts, he returns punts, he's returned a punt for a touchdown, he's caught a touchdown as a wide receiver. He's returned a kickoff for a touchdown. Mr. Do everything here. And back deep to receive, he's back there, along with Quentin Pollard for Sioux City East. Chris Ford. And here we go. Underway. This one is going to be into the end zone. You don't worry about a return there for Sioux City East. 1st and 10. At the 20, and they like to chuck the ball, don't they?
They sure do, and it's led with Cal Jepson. This season, 165 for 242. He's thrown for over 2,000 yards, 23 touchdowns. Not a ton of rushing from him this season, but he hasn't had to do a ton of rushing. Again, we'll see the Sioux City air raid offense paying ode to the late Mike Leach.
So here they come.
Amos Collins knows how to run the ball, too, this year. Nearly 100 carries, 493 on the ground, 4 touchdowns.
Jepson sends a man in motion, stops, hands off, looking for room right up the middle. Gets a few yards there on the first carry of the night.
Mandel Grotkin looked like he got the carry. Picks up 4. It's a good, strong run, and I think this is where the question mark lies. All season we've watched Northwest. We haven't seen a ton of Sioux City East, but Northwest has size up front on both sides of the ball. Trenches is where you have to win here this late in the year.
And they did beat Johnston, so they have a little confidence they can come over here and play with the big boys, as it were. Rolling out, throwing up field, just a little short. In the coverage out there, the linebacker, Brady Fitz. And they were looking for Kaysen Claiborne. Already I got a bunch of guys that aren't on the starting lineup.
Yeah.
They gave me.
Lots of mixing it up, but that's a good job getting the hands active by the linebacker for Northwest.
3rd and 5 here for Sioux City East.
There's that spread.
And they almost get Waukee Northwest to jump. Jepson comes up under center, maybe calling out a little change in the play. Drops back. Got to throw it deep up the sideline, and incomplete.
Jepson was under plenty of duress out there, and that looked like it was intended for Kalen Koch. No, that can't be right.
I think it was Isaiah Grant.
There we go.
Yeah. So, 4th down. Chris Ford will go back to punt. And it's Jordan Green back deep to receive at his own 45 for Waukee Northwest. Oh, snaps over his head. He goes back and try to pick it up, and he loses it again, I think. Either way.
That's going to be Northwest ball.
Northwest ball at about the 2-yard line. So the worst possible outcome.
Austin Van Horn on the recovery. He's hyped. That's going to ignite this crowd. And you said it, Dar, worst possible outcome, because you already get stuck with a 3-and-out, and Northwest now has the near shortest field possible to deal with to open up their first drive of this game.
1st and goal at the 3 here as Mac Heitland brings them out. Full house backfield, hands it to the deep back. He's through. Woodruff for the touchdown.
Does not get any easier than that. 2 fullback look, and then Woodruff, he's hammered it home plenty this season, and so why not add to it for the senior back? He's been a stout running back all season. His 11th touchdown on the year on his 136th carry. Here's the swinging gate setup for the PAT, but Northwest.
Yeah, they come over. You always run that to give them an idea.
We've seen crazier things.
Kenan Quaid, the kicker, boots it up and through. So it's an early 7-0 lead here for Northwest. We'll take a break, come back with the kickoff after this on CISN.TV.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with Unleaded 88.
And back here, the kickoff goes through the end zone, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20. So Sioux City East forced to punt, but they get the high snap, and Northwest cleans that up easily. A 3-yard run by Woodruff, and now they come back out, and that's the hate to see that on the road. You're coming out in the playoffs and you get behind early.
A lot of football left, though. I think that's the one thing. You're down 1 score.
Jepson hands off, coming back the other way, looking for room to spin outside is Ford. They put him in the backfield this time.
Took a big lick from Hayden Grissom. on that tackle, but he still picks up 4, as you mentioned. And this is one thing I think Sioux City East needs to keep doing, establish that run, give some second and third manageables for Jepson.
Yeah, plus they want to keep the clock running too and try to make it a little shorter game if they can. Dropping straight back, looking, wings it out to the flat, and he dropped it, but he wasn't going to get much there anyway. That was
Cason Claiborne.
Cason Claiborne, yeah.
Yep. And that's one of those passes, I think, I like what Jepson actually does with it, putting it behind him, because if he leads him, he's going to lead him right into the helmet of a defender. So instead, he kind of makes him twist it through and make a read, but you got to haul that one in. Now it's a 3rd and 6 again.
Yeah, now they got to go up the field a little bit here. Drop straight back, looking. Thought about running. Now does try to scramble. He's going to turn the corner. He's going to break contain, and he got the first down. Showed a lot of patience before he really took off.
Yeah, the pump fake extra kind of got Austin Van Horn in no man's land, and then Jepson uses his legs. Again, he's done it a little bit this season. He's -5 yards rushing this season, so that'll take him positive at least.
Yeah.
And move the chains.
Part of that is from running around back there and getting hit, I guess, sacked. And so now they come out. They'll bring Ford to the left here. Jepson. And they hand it off, cutting it back the other way, has some room all the way through, up close to a first down is Mandel Gretkin.
It's a strong run. Nice job by the offensive line to open up that hole on the right side. And nice little counter play. I like the play design, again, keeping things on their heels. And this is something we've seen kind of work against Northwest, getting the ground game going. They've got a really good secondary, do the Wolves, and so if Sioux City East has to push it, that's going to be the challenge.
Yeah, they probably watched a little of that Waukee film where you send your receivers out, pull the defensive backs back, and then we get a jump here by Sioux City East.
And Jepson's pleading for a call because I think he feels his line was baited off sides there. Instead, it'll be 2nd and 6. But quick conversation on the far side as well, just letting them know, hey, keep an eye out. Simulating a snap call or something like that may occur.
And 6 yards to go for the Black Raiders.
And I do not see Amos Collins. Maybe there was a change. He was listed as a starter when he sent me the lineups today, but things sometimes change. You got Gretkin back there. And then another movement. And now they're going to talk about this one. Yep, another.
Curious to see. Again, you got to watch the ball. Obviously, teams are going to try and mimic some movement there to draw you as we get another look at it.
Let's see here.
Yeah, the shift.
Yeah, at the far end.
And how many years have we seen something like that employed? You know, the universal line shift will get you 70% of the time. It works every time. Isn't that the saying?
Yeah. So they send Ford out wide, too wide, now dropping back. They had a first down. Get it off to Gretkin, the back. He picks up a little bit of it here, gets about 4.
Shifty move there after the run in the backfield. He comes up a little bit gimpy. You saw the knee brace on his right knee, but that's a really nice kind of just cut he makes and turns a negative into a positive. It's crazy to think it was 2.5 yards before 2 penalties set him behind the sticks.
Front line, Isaiah King, Nate Peterson, Camden Somsky, R.J. Rice, and Darian Anderson. The 5 up front for Sioux City East. 3rd and 8 at the 35 on their second drive, trying to get and then a late blitz, breaks free Jepson. He's going to roll. He's got a lot of room over there. Now he throws across his body. He has a man up at the 47-yard line. Number who was that?
7, Gretkin.
7, Gretkin. Okay.
Sorry, just trying to give you a
I saw your hands, but I was reading 25, not 7.
Nope, you're good. I can't put up 7 fingers without it, Dar, but yeah, that's a great catch. And, you know, honestly, I think Jepson could have ran for it, too. He had a lot of space out there to the right, but what an elusive job he did.
Throw running right, throwing back across his body. And you can see why he's thrown for over 2,200 yards on the season. Now 1st and 10. Rolls out, throws up the field, and just overshot the man up there. That was number 4, Isaiah Grant, the sophomore.
Ball's going to float a little bit more on going that north direction. The wind's blowing right into him, so it's going to accentuate the English a little bit. And
now that moon has turned less red and a little more yellow here.
Yeah, we had a harvest moon as it was rising, and Dari, as they say, that's no moon, that's a space station.
Or I see a bad moon horizon. Is that what
that's also a good one.
Isaiah Grant flips back over to the left side, twins each side. Now he goes in motion, dropping straight back. Jepson, they look for the screen in the middle, have the man. Cuts it up, and that again is Gretkin. So that's one way to take advantage of that pressure.
Yeah, soften the rush just a little bit because Northwest has had a ton of it. And the line does a good job just getting enough chip before they shift up to get downfield a little bit for that screen play. And this has been a really solid drive for Sioux City East and an answer after their.
Yeah, 3rd and 3 here, a manageable 3rd down. They're going to wing it out wide and cut it up inside, has some room. Cuts it up the right side, inside of the 25, down to the 20, and spun around. And it's Tanner Hamilton. Or no, it's Chris Ford, excuse me.
That's a long throw to make on the tunnel screen, but great blocking out top. Look at the job Isaiah Grant does out there. Just gets enough of a seal, and then boy, oh boy, does Chris Ford have some speed. You talked about him.
So now 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line in the red zone. Hand off. Down inside the 10-yard line. Rips off a big run there is Gretkin, the senior. He's run for 305 and 3 TDs. His long TD is 2 yards, though.
68 carries this year as well, averaging 4.5 per carry.
Now, East comes out. 2 to the left, single back in the backfield. And this Gretkin again, they send man in motion Grant. Hand off to Gretkin. He cuts up the right side, hits at the goal line, and just gets hammered before he gets in there.
What a lick. That was a movable force meeting a speeding bullet at that point.
It looked like he was headed right in, but he just dropped the shoulder into him. But their 2nd and goal at the 1.
If I'm the Black Raiders, I get him under center and just good old tush push.
He tapped the center on the tush there, so let's see what he does. No, he's going to hand it off into the end zone. Touchdown.
Amos Collins, Jacob Brayfogle.
Yeah.
That's a strong run, and that's an old school running back there with the neck roll on the backside. But what a great answer by Sioux City East. They looked a little bit dead to rights once again, but go back to the Jepson play where he scrambles out of the sack and finds a wide open Gretkin, keeps the drive alive, and then continues the march down the field with the PAT awaiting.
Here's the set. The kick is up and good. We're tied at 7 here. We'll take a break. Come back with the kickoff after this on CISN.TV.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat and Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat and Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Sioux City East has tied it up here at Waukee Northwest. Back deep is Oliver and Green. for the kick. It's going to come up short, though, at the 30, and he just rolled over. Boom by Jacob Rayfogel. Well, he gets the touchdown, then comes out and gets a big defensive play.
That can energize your sideline quickly. And I do have to point out, great job by the Sioux City East faithful to make the 2.5-hour trek down here. They've got a full sideline over there of fans, even in the student section, making the trip down here in November.
Cal Jepson brings him back out, sends a man, that's Highland Northwest back on offense. They throw it out, quick pass out there, and it's caught by the Jordan Green.
Jordan Green's been active this season, certainly a guy that Waukee Northwest has leaned on plenty this year at wide receiver.
Well, they have 3 really good ones, Oliver, Dunnigan, and Green.
Green's got over 1,000 receiving this season, 13 touchdowns.
Then you throw in Vineyard, the tight end. Trips left, handoff right up the middle.
Should be enough for moving the chains. Quick score update as well. Dowling Catholic up early on Iowa City West, 7-0, midway through the first quarter.
That was Woodruff with the carry.
Third down, 1 yard to go for the Wolves.
Didn't quite get the 2 he needed.
And here's Heitland. Hands off Woodruff. He winds his way up there, up across the 40. Got more than enough that time.
One of those plays the linemen lick their chops at. They just get to put their nose down and drive forward full speed. Another score from out east. Southeast Polk tied with Iowa City Liberty 7-7 right now.
That's going to be an interesting Polk coming on here. And quick backward pass. Caught there, looking for room on the outside. He's not going to be able to turn the corner. Isaiah Oliver.
Great job swarming to that football by the Black Raiders out there. And starting to make a name for himself a little bit is Jacob Rayfogel. He's a linebacker. He also has a touchdown tonight. Had the big hit on the kick return. He's a little bit of everywhere tonight.
And that may be a key, too, in this game later, and guys playing both ways for Sioux City East, and how much does that wear them down. Heitland rolls out, looking, has a receiver, throws it upfield, and he had Dunnigan who spun around and then came back, and James Hogenkamp did a great job out there on defense, the linebacker covering him.
And this is a big set of downs here for Waukee Northwest. Obviously, Sioux City East has kind of tilted things back in their direction.
Yeah, and he got 3rd and 12, 3rd and long. And you're right. They, that big play, but they recovered and showed no ill effects going right down the field. Now rolling, Heitland, looking. Blitz on late. Now he cut it back the other way. Plenty of room on the far side. 50, 45. He runs it out of bounds after getting the first down. So great coverage by Sioux City East, but great footwork by Heitland. He's a guy who doesn't run a lot either, but when he has to, you see here.
Yeah, gets the legs churning and has just a ton of space off to the left side. And that's one of those where you have to keep contained because he will tuck and run, and he picks up just enough beyond that yard.
Now into Black Raider territory. It's in Green in motion. They wing it across to the
Pops out.
Uh-oh, free ball, Sioux City East.
All over it. Yes, they are.
As Green got hit, and a turnover. Tanner Hamilton with the pickup.
That ball jarred loose. We'll get another look at it here in just a moment, but trying to pick up a little bit of extra yardage was Jordan Green. It's a great play design, had enough to pick it up, and then just a little bit of bread loaf out there as he tries to make the extra run. That's a great tackle by Chris Ford as well to jar it loose, and he's, this is a Sioux City East team that a lot of people do feel can pull the upset.
Well, as I said, they've come over here and they've shown they can play the Central Iowa Metro League teams. 1st and 10 for Cal Jepson. Sends a man in motion, fakes it to him, drops straight back, throws it up the field, outside, and he overthrew his man. There was a miscommunication on the route there because he was open far wide and he threw it to the hash.
Yeah, I think he was expecting his receiver to be a little bit more vertical instead of on the out, but there's too high safety. It was a cover 2. And that's just a tough ball to even try and make a play on. Thankfully, Jepson launched that thing 10 yards past the nearest defender.
It wasn't any pressure on him at that point, but a misread on the route there. So they send Grant and Ford to the left. Grant goes in motion, stops. Now they hand it off and up the middle, and he gets pounded back.
Just plastered.
Amos Collins in there for the first time.
Jacob Fante in there as well on the tackle to finish things off. And again, now I think both teams had their drives to feel each other out. You got some of those early game jitters. Now it boils down to who can execute for the next 3 quarters and 3 minutes.
And I think we found out early now it's containing Cal Jepson back there on this 3rd and 8 will be a key. Trips left, dropping back. Jepson, pressure coming. He throws, almost picked off. Right through the hands.
Ben Gallagher had a look on it, and to be honest, it goes straight through his hands and bounces off the receiver. No less, from Northwest, the Wolves will take it because that leads to another punt here, and it was a bad snap, the first punt that Sioux City East went for. See if they can get the long snap dialed in a little bit more.
I think that ball was coming pretty hot, too, but,
had a vapor trail behind it.
Jordan Green back deep to receive the punt from Chris Ford. Ford steps into it, and it's going to go to the far side and bounce, get a Sioux City East roll down inside the 20 to the 19.
That kicked left about 6 inches off the sideline.
It was a 44-yard punt.
It's a great punt. I noticed, too, though, Chris Ford does stay pretty close to that line.
I noticed that, too, that you're talking maybe later a block coming.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't very deep on the snap, and he stayed right up there as the pressure came in. So now 1st and 10 for Waukee with 2:50 to play here in the first quarter at the 19. There's a handoff up the middle, plowing through. And Woodruff just goes. And he's the workhorse they go to up the middle.
I don't think he has enough turf tape on those elbows. Don't blame him for it. No one likes a turf burn. Those are pesky.
Although today's turf is a lot better than what it used to be.
You're not. I mean, Unidome still hasn't changed their turf out, have they?
I'm
just kidding. We love the Unidome. But no, I mean, I remember walking on that, and even, it was at least softer, but you think of the old AstroTurf that was just concrete.
We played one game there in high school since we're up close. We played on a Thursday night, our last game of the season, my junior year, and we had wore stuff on because, it would burn you like crazy if you slid on. And it was just like green carpet over cement at that point. There's a handoff up the middle. Oh, just ripped backwards there.
Looked like Case and Claiborne in on the tackle.
Woodruff, kind of grabbed him.
Might have been a high hit, but refs have the best angle at it, and there no flags come out.
Kind of on the front, so you don't get that horse collar that way. But so 2nd and 8 at the 37. Under 2 minutes of play here, first quarter, tied up 7-7. A lot of action in the first few minutes of the quarter. There's a handoff, and right up inside, Woodruff gets up to just shy of the 40, so it's still going to be 3rd and 6.
Yeah,
so still 3rd and long here.
No score, by the way, to report from Valley Johnston at this point. So, again, we'll keep you updated of all the scores across the state as much as we can in Class 5A. The Dome awaits starting next week.
Here's Heitland. Looks, throws across the middle, has a man, and goes all the way up. That's Joe Vineyard, the tight end. They don't throw to him as much as receivers, but he's a good safety valve underneath.
6'5", 210, or 220, sorry. He's a big body to get the ball out. 235 receptions on the year, 418 receiving. He's got 3 scores, too. So he's a guy that, I think Heitland is that's his comfort blanket when he doesn't have anywhere else to go through on those progressions.
Into Black Raider territory here. Woodruff cuts across, and man, he doesn't go down quickly. And Lyndon Monk, one of them on there in 52, he got on there and rode him down a little bit.
You look at this Northwest line, and DeBoer kind of leads the way, number 71. He's the big man on campus out there on the left side.
Up the sideline and just long.
But you watch him play left tackle. Just watch for a play or two, especially on those runs. He's built different, as the kids say, but he creates a lot of holes off the left side, and I think that's where we've seen Ryan Woodruff really find success. Is now you're in 3rd and 6 mode here. You got to probably air it out again.
Yeah, DeBoer 6'3", 330. Third and 6. Clock winding down. Hand off on the draw, and he slides ahead. That last leap, he's just going to be short.
This is go for it territory.
Yeah.
I mean, 4th and 1, you've had success moving the chain forward or moving the ball forward on the ground.
But we'll move it to the other 40. That's the first quarter. They'll do that when we come back. A 4th and 1, a decision for Northwest coming up. You're watching high school playoff football on CISN.TV.
3, 2, action. Wilson Toyota and Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding, time-saving, and stress-free car buying experience. Earning your confidence with a value-oriented customer experience is what thousands of customers have come to understand as the Wilson experience.
She's getting better at this, making me so proud.
Wilson Toyota,
home of the Wilson experience.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Cheer squad.
Seven 0 score as well from Johnston taking on Valley. The Dragons up on the Tigers as we welcome you back into Northwest High School Stadium. The Den, as they call it, Dar.
Yeah, the Wolves stand in 4th and 1 at the 40. They're bringing out the offense. Most likely number 22 is going to see the ball as they bring in that full house backfield. And they hand it off to him right up the middle, almost busted free. And he got through that first line and into the secondary.
James Hogenkamp Jr. with a touchdown-saving tackle, to be honest. That's the hard part, right? You pack everyone in, and if you hit the hole, running back could be gone for 6.
And so now 1st and 10 at the 32. They stay with that same setup. Hand it off again, and Woodruff right in there. It looks like those two backs are kind of decoy. They're split off. They're not really. And then Woodruff looks and cuts off him to the hole. Now they bring the wide receivers back in, Oliver Dunnigan and Jordan Green.
Don't be shocked if they use that look and maybe do a fullback run at some point because you get so accustomed to eyes to the far running back, to that H-back. Instead, you might see a fullback run or dive built in off of that later in this game.
Because it gives that defensive line a lot to think about. Woodruff back in there with Heitland. They hand him the ball, and this time he gets corralled as he gets into the hole. Big number 52, Landon Monk again, the sophomore, 6 foot 255 in on the tackle.
It's not a small man by any stretch of the imagination.
No, when he's young, he's got room to grow. He's just a sophomore. 3rd and 3, good pickup. Rolling out, looking now, Heitland will fake it and ducks under, and he's going to lose a yard on the scramble there, but East has seemed to pick up pretty good in the secondary, the coverage on those receivers right now.
Absolutely, and they've forced some quick decisions by Heitland, too, because they're getting a little bit of pressure through. Again, a big 4th down here, 4th and 5. This is too far for a field goal attempt. You basically go for it. It's not going to be a huge detriment if you don't get it on field position. But they've had success. I'm looking for a quick out route to someone like a Jordan Green. Otherwise, look for Joe Vineyard, the go-to.
Heitland, 3 receivers right, rolls right, looking, throws it out there short. Did he catch it? He did. It's caught there by Michael Dunnigan and just came back enough to get it and get an extra yard, 1 more yard than he needed, and that'll move the sticks.
I think he got away with forward progress being ruled instead of the out of bounds, but they'll take the first down.
So now back to that pitch to the left to Woodruff. He's tried to cut outside, but good closing there by
Brayfogle
again. Yeah, he's back in there.
He's everywhere, the linebacker. Another look at it.
This is the pass.
Oh, this is the throw. This is a great little throw.
Yeah, and a good comeback to the ball.
Good body control, making sure you get to the sticks. And because, again, if he takes an extra step and then dives out of the yard before it, it's a turnover there.
Dunnigan left. You got Oliver and Green to the right. Dropping back as Heitland throws it inside and hammered. Just as the ball got there by number 5, Cason Claiborne.
It's a lick, and that's a bit of a hospital ball.
See the replay here.
Just comes across the route. Quick little dump off and just square into him.
Yeah, I was looking for Vineyard there.
Vineyard's a big man in his own right, and that's a big hit he takes.
When you get your hands up in the air and that guy hits you, on the midsection. 3rd and 10 at the 21. Heitland rolling, throws, caught, spins around, still going, and that is Green on the catch and yards after contact there. Takes it inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
Another look at this one. Check out the spin cycle Jordan Green throws on here. Breaks through one, breaks through the shoulder tackle, and then nearly takes it to the house.
Dropped down at the 4-yard line. Here we go, 1st and goal. Hand off Woodruff, looking for room, and it'll be dropped. Maybe got a yard.
If that.
Yeah.
And then DeBoer with a pancake 5 yards into the end zone on Jacob Brayfogle as well, and fans wanted a call on the far side of that, but that's just playing through the whistle. DeBoer, big 71 there on the left side.
And they get the call. Elliott Combe and the extra back in there. Handoff. Woodruff. Touchdown. 3 yards out.
And that's that same run we saw to get the scoring started earlier this evening, and gets the fullbacks kind of leading the way, opens the gap, and Woodruff's going to punch that in just about every single time, as once again he just keeps it rolling. His 12th touchdown on the year.
Come out with that formation. They line up over. Now come back.
Penalty on the field.
And there's a flag down.
False start or too many men on the field? Could be a too many men on the field.
Yeah, because it.
Yep. You can just tell when there's an extra body out there.
Yeah.
It looks too crowded. So end of the first quarter, Johnston's up 7-0. Keeping an eye on that one. We're also in the second quarter. Southeast Polk leading Liberty 14-7, and penalties declined.
Yeah, they don't want to decrease the angle for Liam Tagic. Here's a snap. The kick is up and good. 14-7 Northwest here. We'll take a break, come back with a kickoff after this.
Hey!
touchdown fairway.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Kicking off the Wolves, number 26, Kevin Quaid. Deep to receive.
We're back here at the Wolves' Den as Northwest gets ready to kick off. A couple of other scores, Dowling up 14-0 against Iowa City West. And as I mentioned, Southeast Polk leading Iowa City Liberty 14-7.
Pollard and Ford back deep. This one's going to come short again, though. Taking it to 30. Cutting outside. Number 4,
yep, you got it.
Isaiah Grant. Yep. I got to keep remembering.
Yeah, switch those sheets out. Yep, you're good. You're good.
Offense to defense here.
Well, one thing I want to point out, Dar, is both these offenses have really been putting on a clinic with getting the clock running. I think time of possession would overall be pretty even, aside from the Northwest one-play drive that led to the touchdown to open things up this game. But, you know, again, it's been both teams really efficient, really smart play by quarterbacks. We've only seen the one turnover. So, been fun football.
Jepson comes out this time, they'll run empty backfield with trips left, 2 right. There you see him. And now they come back in, look to the sideline, get the call. Drops back, looks, swings it out there, has a man wide open at the 50, cuts it up. That's number 11, Tanner Boonstra, the junior.
And that's just a good job by Jepson reading the defense. You watch that play again. The safeties for Northwest drop deep. I know we don't have the wide shot here, but you see him drop out into cover 2, and he just kind of runs right past that defender.
right
I think, you know, you look at that play, and Eddie Kennedy was kind of had his eyes in the backfield thinking it was going to be a little out route. Instead, Jepson takes the shot down the sideline, and a big pickup puts him into plus territory.
And all these receivers get plenty of balls. Boonstra 35, 447, and 5 TDs. So they all get a lot of passes. Same formation here again. And Sioux City East drops back, looks, wings it out. Short man, and man, there's a collision at the ball. And they're saying it all happened at the same time. That was
Quentin Pollard out there. I think that ball was a little bit behind him, and you know, Jepson.
Was it Blake Ludwig or who was?
Broke that one up?
Yeah, I think it was, yep.
But Jepson lucky that one isn't picked because he threw it behind his receiver, and that's maybe the first questionable throw I've seen from Jepson. He had the dart, obviously, that went right through the hands earlier a couple drives ago.
2nd and 10 after the missed pass, and there's a blitz inside, but he runs by it. Amos Collins adjusted, and
that pitch was a little, like, I don't want to call it lackadaisical because it wasn't that. It was just a little bit of a fluff there.
Yeah, just
a muffin toss.
But it might have been just enough to give him a chance to adjust, you know, on the run.
Yeah. I'm still a big proponent of just hand it off if it's going to be that short of a toss.
Yeah. The trouble is you get in the gun, and sometimes that's what happens. There's a handoff, and he spins out of a tackle and not going to get out of the second one as they blitz the – oh, he's still going.
Can we get a replay on that one, please?
I thought they had him down, but he's still going.
And we got a flag late. If we get another replay on this one, Dart, just the balance by Amos Collins is so impressive here. The junior running back, he's 6 foot 180. We're waiting on the call here.
Penalty flag on the field.
I'm wondering if we're going to get a face mask.
Could be. When you get down that low and they're grabbing, you're right. Yeah. Let's see. Well, Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting.
So,
okay.
as he was coming over to look at the coach here to see what he wanted to do.
Yeah. Well, here's one more look at it. Amos gets wrapped up once, and then he's going to appear to be wrapped up twice. He throws the defender down. Now let's take a look and see if that block in the back comes in anywhere.
Well, that might be
72,
late there, 72
yeah.
late. It was kind of after the play was about
Isaiah
over.
King, that wasn't really a necessary hit there. It's well after he's driven out of bounds.
Makes it 3rd and 13 at the 44. Dropping back, Jepson looking, throws the short man. He'll cut it up, cuts under everybody there. That was number 5. Cason Claiborne.
That tells me that Sioux City East was thinking 4-down territory here anyway. That's short of a pass, pick up a good chunk, make it manageable. It's going to be 4th and 6.
On the road in the playoffs, what the heck?
Got nothing to lose, down a touchdown here.
Boonster, Claiborne, and Grant wide to the right. Ford up top. We can feel the stadium shaking here as Northwest fans trying to get something created. Play clock will run out on them. And did they get a timeout?
They did.
Yeah. Let's take a break. You're watching high school playoff football on CISN.TV.
What if you could make a priceless difference in your community for as little as $5? With the Des Moines Catholic Worker House, you can. For nearly 50 years, the Des Moines Catholic Worker House has given the homeless and low-income community a place to feel welcomed. With your support, we could turn 3,000 free meals each month into 4,000. We could build a brand new warming and cooling center in our future facility. We could provide more hygiene products, more clothing, and more hope to those who need it most. Feed the hungry, clothe a neighbor, and spread your generosity throughout Des Moines by scanning the
4th and 5. Sioux City East calls a timeout. They're going to go for it here. Getkin in the backfield. They wing it out, and Ford gets tackled.
Loses 6 yards on that play.
Nowhere to go on that. Waukee read that very well. Go ahead.
I get the play call, I do, but I think that's just too long of a throw to make that on the far side. I think that's got to be short side of the field to get the ball into your playmaker's hands. Otherwise, he's just not going to have time and space, and Waukee's done such a good job swarming to the outside routes.
Yeah, and you're going to the short side of the field, too. I think you'd rather step back, and then also you give the quarterback a chance to scramble if you need to. But anyway, turns it over back to Mac Heitland and crew, and hands off to Woodruff, and they're going to pound it in. Rips off 5 on 1st down.
Good job by Woodruff to keep his feet under him and drive forward for a couple extra yards. But that was a big 4th down stop, and now it's a chance for Waukee Northwest, who gets the ball to start the second half, to maybe make this a double dip.
Yeah, and so it's put the big pressure now on the Sioux City East defense. Here, trips right for Heitland. Wings it out quick, caught. Looking for room over there, gets the 1st down and is spun out of bounds over there.
Chris Ford on the hit.
Yeah, Jordan Green on the catch.
Going to get a flag out there as well. See what this call is. Wonder if they're going to say you got a face mask on that too, or a hold.
Let's see.
Yep,
holding.
Number 5.
Dunnigan.
Yep. That was quite the toss, though, by Chris Ford.
Yeah.
Little do-si-do.
That's the first penalty on Waukee Northwest. Only 2 on Sioux City East, both jumping offside. And a little misdirection inside. Woodruff gets a yard. Didn't fool Sioux City East too much there.
A lot of movement just for Jack Oman to blow it up in the middle after just a yard pickup. And that clock ticks under 5 now.
So
Gain of about 2. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9, a big 3rd down here for Sioux City East after they went for it on 4th down. Now trying to hold. Dropping back, Heitland throws it, had a man wide open. 30, 25, cuts through and pulled down. Jordan Green with the catch, and he had a lot of green in front of him when he caught that.
Yeah, the speedster gets into space here. You called it, Dar. Just watch the little slant route inside. Great route run. And then the defender just gives him a little bit too much cushion out there, respecting that speed, hunts him down. That was Christopher Loggins in on the tackle after the big green pickup.
So 1st and 10 at the 13 for Northwest. Handoff, Woodruff.
Woodruff on the carry.
He gets down inside.
Claiborne, number 5.
And this is the drive that you want if you're Northwest, just kind of step on it a little bit more.
And the only thing is they've got down the field pretty fast, so they've
Yeah.
at least some time here for Sioux City East, but now they're slowed it down a little bit, taking their time looking over.
The Black Raiders can score quickly. We've seen it with Jepson. He's got the arm to do it. He's got the playmakers to do it, so don't doubt that Sioux City East can't quite strike quickly before half here.
And off to Woodruff again. He tries to slide outside, but Jacob Rayfogel on him again.
And if you're Sioux City East, to stop here and forcing a field goal is best case scenario.
Yeah.
And do it pretty quick. I mean, you got 3rd and 3. I think if you're Northwest, you just need points here, but Sioux City East should get the ball back regardless. I'd say 2 minutes or so to play in this half, if all goes according.
They gambled, went for it, and they probably said, hey, we're going to take some chances if we have to on the road, try to advance in the semifinals. Here's Heitland, drops back, wings it on the fade in, incomplete to Green. He was blanketed over there by Ford.
Yeah, Chris Ford does a great job just sticking with Green. Green not the tallest in stature, but he's got great hands. He stands 5'11". Chris Ford's 5'10". That's a great matchup out there.
Are they going to send in the kicking team? I think they are.
Take points here. Points are good. Anytime you can put them on the board.
Now say his name. I messed it up the first time.
Nope, you're good. Let me pull it up really quick here.
Because I don't want to mess up his name again.
Liam Mamutajic.
Mamutajic. Yep, there we go.
We'll drive it through.
He hits it up.
Oh, that one wasn't Mamutajic. Mamutajic handles the PATs. Instead, that was Keenan Quaid, the senior. So they're just trying to keep us on our toes up here, Dar.
How long was that?
It looked like about a 20-yarder. 7 yards off the 3, so 20-yard field goals up and good. And I think we'll get to a quick break. Nope, we're just going to keep it here.
Yeah.
17-7 football game, 2:47 to play in this second quarter. Sioux City East has plenty of time to get down the field. Remember, the clock stops with all those resets on the chains.
But as you mentioned, a victory in some sort for them in that they only gave up 3 instead of the 7. And
especially after the big play to Green, that could have been the dagger there that sends you packing. But again, a lot of positives to build off of if you're the Black Raiders so far.
Oliver and Pollard and Chris Ford back deep to receive here for Sioux City East.
Kicking off for the Wolves, it's number 26.
And they've been kicking it through the end zone, but going this way.
It's into the wind. The breeze has died down a bit, but it was pretty steady off the north as Quaid drives that. That's going to get.
Yeah. Well, a little short, taking about the 9-yard line, looking to cut across field and go north-south, young man, as he tried to get way outside and come back was Quentin Pollard.
Yeah, that's one of those. He took it at the 10 and he gets dropped at the 10. I think that's one of those, like you said, get it north-south, even if it's along the sidelines. I know he's trying to get it across field and build that wall on the far side, but that's just so tough to do, especially with how that ball hung up.
Yeah, you might have had a return left called, but you just take your yards that you can get them. So let's see how they do now in the 2-minute offense. 2:42 to play here.
Got to be smart not to make a mistake down here, too, if you're Jepson.
Yeah, can't turn it back over and let Northwest get a quick score before the half. He comes out. He's got Gretkin in the backfield with him now. They're going to hand it off to him. He looks for some room. He gets right back to the line of scrimmage, and he's yanked down.
It's one of those. He tried to cut it back up the middle, but the left side of that offensive line just got gobbled up by
And
a
El
trio.
Hecko was right in there, one of the first ones, too. Big 97.
Yep. They've got some size on the back end.
Yeah, 6 foot 270.
It's a big man there, too.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Black Raiders.
Jepson comes up to the line. If he's checking off. Now he drops back. Here we go. Looking. Wings it out. To the right. Oh, just over the head.
Pass is incomplete.
Up there. Ford.
Yep, Chris Ford just over. I thought he had it for
I
a
did
second.
too, yeah.
He was open. I think Jepson just let that one airmail a little bit. And now you've got 3rd and 10 with a minute 52 left. It's one of those you need to pick it up. Otherwise, Northwest will have some clock on their side.
Yeah, and we know they can fly up the field quick, too. East had done a good job early of keeping those receivers in check, but now they flip everybody over to this right side. Single receiver left. See if they bring some pressure. They will right off the edge. Wings it out. Oh, caught! Off the deflection, but he's not going to get much, but
it's enough for the first down, Dar.
Is it close?
Sticking, yeah,
Okay,
sticking with it.
I thought he was a little short, but you're right.
That should be right on the yardage marker. They'll move the chains, the new set of downs with a minute 44. And what a grab by Chris Ford. If we were able to get one more look at it, I think they're going to move too quick for us. Maybe we'll get to it at the halftime, but that was quite the play off the tip drill.
1st and 10 at the 21 now.
Got to move a little bit more urgency, though, here if you're Sioux City East and you're wanting points out of this. You've eaten about 20 seconds of clock after it stopped.
They throw up the sideline and just over the head there of Grant. Yeah, I think they're kind of, if we break a big play, okay.
Here's another look at that catch, and you called it, Dar. You thought it was an interception at first almost, the way this gets tipped, but instead sticking with it, it was Davis Chris Ford, and then fights for the extra yard.
Ford has, man, that guy has got a lot of skill and speed to go with it out there. So 2nd and 10, that does stop the clock.
Just a junior, too.
Drops back, pressure straight up. They're going to throw over the middle on that screen, and he cuts it up. He's going to get the first down.
Going to call a hold there. A late flag comes in. You could hear the entire sideline over here seeing it from up there, so Stripes had to break out the glasses a bit, but they see it, and I think we're going to get it moved back 10 yards.
Good play call, and also shows you why they were getting through there so fast. On the screen, you got to bump them a little bit, but so that will be, I think I said only 3, but that'll be the 4th penalty here on Sioux City East. So we go from a first down back to
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, yeah, because the spot of the foul, so
that'll be a little bit more. 2nd and 12,
yeah.
Still, plenty of. The bright side is you've eaten enough clock off where Northwest shouldn't be a terrible threat if you do have to punt it away.
But you can see they send all those receivers up, and he's not afraid to sling it out there. And
Waukee Northwest has elected to start the clock on the snap since we're under 2 minutes.
So you heard it there, Northwest going to let that set, and then on the snap the clock will start. They're trying to save some clock
save a little time, yeah.
They think they can get it back here with 2nd and long.
Getkin back there. Now they hand it off to him. He cuts over the right side, has some room, back through, almost broke it there. He gets a first down. That'll stop the clock.
Big run. What a strong run by Getkin. Great job by the right side of that offensive line. Creates the hole. He reads it, then breaks it. He hit the Jets. He's got some speed to go with that size.
Clock now under a minute as there's the snap. Dropping back, throws over the top. Did he get it? No, just drops it. Just can't pull it in. All over him was Brady Fritz, and he's still down.
Took a big lick from Elliott Comby. Combe.
It was. Is that Case and Claiborne?
No, I think.
Or is that?
Looked like it might have been Rue. Nope. See if we can get a replay on that one really quick. Probably not. Nope.
No, it's
I didn't catch a number.
It's 5. It's Claiborne.
Okay, Casey Claiborne. He had his hands on it, and to be honest, it might have been knocked away by the DB on him, but just to finish it off was Elliott Combe, the senior. He came in and just laid a shoulder right into the chest. And you hope, for the sake of Sioux City East, that Claiborne's just got the wind knocked out of him and can recollect himself. It's a big hit to take with 50 seconds to play.
I mean, it's 2nd and 10 at the 35. Northwest fans are not quite happy about no timeout call, but it was an incomplete pass, so the clock has stopped
Incomplete pass and an injured player.
Yeah.
So I don't know that you need to force that issue there.
I think they were upset because they went over to huddle, but, So 50 seconds here, 2nd 10 at the 35, their own 35 for Sioux City East. They like nothing more than to get a score here before the half. Wings it out high, and they're going to say that ball was too high to catch as there was a collision downfield.
Yeah, both trying to make a play on that, and I can see both sides of the argument. Sioux City East wants some PI there, but I think that one was well out of reach for both players.
Jefferson threw that about 50 yards down the field.
Kid's got a great arm. If he can dial that in, look out, world. He is a senior.
Well, probably 60 because he was back there. I counted it from the line of scrimmage.
Just had the wind at his back. No big deal.
Yeah. So 3rd and 10 here. Still a little issue on the clock with 44 seconds to go. As Northwest could get it back, they send now Austin Shepard in there, wide receiver, with Isaiah Grant to the right, 2 to the left. Shepard goes in motion, rolling left. Now spins back around, rolls right, gets a block, gets another block, throws it back across his body, picked off at the 45. And field time there was at 30. So that's
Blake Ludwig.
Ludwig, yep.
Breaks on that ball. That's a great read by Ludwig as you get another look. Jepson looking to play a little Johnny Manziel out there.
Yeah.
It's a great idea, but the throw back across his body just gets him into trouble. And now Northwest sitting on the 35 with 32 seconds to play.
5-yard or 10-yard return. Dropping back, wings it inside and got some blockers. Going to cut back outside. 20, 15, 10. Knocked out on the far side with 22 seconds to go. Isaiah Oliver with the catch.
Tunnel screen, and then he sees the light all the way across the field. Look at him just go through.
Blocking there.
And then he's shifty.
Cuts back. Everybody's coming in, and he cuts it back, breaks some ankles there.
Inside the 10.
Finally shoved out of bounds.
He's at the 8, and Northwest with 22 seconds has plenty of time here with a couple of timeouts in their bag too. And I think we're going to get a timeout. And with that, I think we'll stay here.
Yeah.
But what a play. And Northwest able to swing the momentum here late in the half. And as quickly as this game is gone.
And the best, again, that Sioux City, they're just hoping maybe to hold them to 3 and, keep it within a couple scores. But crazy action here in the second quarter.
Some other scores really quick, Dar. At halftime, Johnston's up 14-7 on Valley. See if I can find the Dowling Catholic score. Last I saw that was 14-0. Let's go to the good old Maroon crew over there and see what they've got. 21-0 at the half over Iowa City West. And then last but not least, I had Southeast Polk out there in Iowa City. They are taking on Liberty. It's 17-14, Liberty ahead of the Rams at halftime. So a lot of good games around the state.
I tell you, Johnston and Valley have had some good back and forth games.
Yes,
in
they
the year,
have.
And so hang on to that one till late, because you never know. But now, excuse me, here, first and goal at the 8 for Northwest after the interception. And they drive it down. Hand off and just stacked up at the 10. No gain.
Again, another spot here. If Sioux City East can just hold them to a field goal, that'd be a win.
And Northwest takes a timeout again. Waukee Northwest with a timeout. And you see the huddle there. Yeah, that's because if they pound this in, you won't want to say you count them out because of that high-flying offense, but it really. And mistakes mounting up. The very first drive, they forced a punt, and the snap went over the punter's head, and Waukee Northwest gets it at the 3-yard line, and one play, Woodruff pounds it home. And then they go for it on 4th down, turned it over on downs, and Waukee Northwest scores. That was the drive where they got just the field goal, wasn't it?
Yep.
And then, yeah, but so 17-7.
Yeah, Woodruff's got the 2 or the short field goal, and Sioux City East struck on their second drive after going 3 and out their first one. But really, I mean, this has been Northwest's ball game. Sioux City East has moved it a little bit, but a couple of untimely mistakes have kind of set them back.
Fake the handoff, coming back the other way on the reverse and ripped down is Jordan Green in the backfield.
Chris Ford. Nope, sorry, not Chris Ford. Guess who? Kason Claiborne. Back in the game after taking that lick, and he makes a big play. That's going to set Waukee Northwest back.
Well, they had 2 timeouts, so take this one. They'll have 1 left, so they can afford to probably go one more play quick here to try to go into the end zone.
Well, and keep in mind, too, that might take them out of field goal range, because the longest we've seen from Northwest this season, 27 from Keenan Quaid or 26 from Liam Mamatajic.
So, and then where are we at on the wind? The wind's still blowing this way, right?
Yeah, wind is still blowing north to south. Of course, we're supposed to get some precipitation this weekend here, Dar.
Yeah.
Saw a couple of inches of snow possible up by Carroll. Who's ready for that? This guy. Oh, I'm a winter lover. I
don't mind the snow as long as we don't get that super cold
ice
stuff.
Yeah. No, see, Dar, my mindset is I can always add more layers. You can only take so many off in the summer. So
no, I'm more in the summer. You can always drink more water,
There you go.
Once you get cold. So here we go. 3rd and 21 at the 21. 11 seconds to go first half, and there's a jump.
False start.
Or delay a game. No. Oh, okay. They're going to take the timeout. Well, that was strange because it looked like, Sioux City took the timeout.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that was kind of weird because the end of that line jumped.
So 11 seconds left. If you're Northwest, it's got to be a quick hitter just to get a little bit more comfortable. I don't think you have time to take the shot for the end zone. And
no, if you can get, another 10 yards or so.
You also don't have really time for the tunnel screen or anything like that. So they've got 1 timeout left. I think you either try and run it or you just do a quick slant and then use that timeout right away.
The draw might be in play if you get, send all your receivers deep and then give Woodruff a chance to plow through with, but
just not a lot of clock to play with. Credit Sioux City East. They've bowed but not broken a couple of times now in the red zone.
Dunnigan and Green will go wide to the right. Out to the left is Oliver and also Vineyard. Dropping back and the throw to fair, throw over the end zone. Did he get it? No. Intended for Dunnigan. 5 seconds left.
That's off his chest plate, too. I think that's one he might want back as we get one more look. Put it right on the dime.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Heitland, Johnny on the spot. That's That's good defensive play.
The hand got in there.
Tanner Hamilton sticks it in.
Yeah, it looked like it was right on the numbers, but he got the hand in there and blocked it. Now they're going to try the field goal here.
This will be a 38-yarder.
Here's the snap. The kick is up. Good. As the clock hits 2.
It's a season long for Quaid at 38-yard field goal. Makes it 20-7, and he's hyped up after that one. And we'll stay right here with it as Sioux City East will have a chance to at least return it, possibly. But 20-7, and Northwest gets to go into the break knowing they get the ball to start second half.
But
I do need to talk one other thing. Mac Heitland mentioned it, looked really sharp on that throw. His efficiency this season, Dar, 27 touchdowns to zero interceptions.
Yeah.
Just a junior.
And how
80% completion percentage.
He's thrown for 2,600 yards and,
no
interceptions.
That's got to grab some attention at some point.
He's had a couple I've seen where they hit the defenders and not, but,
Yep.
Yeah, that's something you
better
don't
be lucky than
see
good.
very often. Now, they've been kicking it short, which I'm assuming they're going to do here again.
Well, the wind's held everything up, so maybe it's one of those pooch kicks down the middle just to get the clock to run.
And as I mentioned, Chris Ford, when he gets it on the returns, he's pretty dangerous. So you just let him grab it, make the tackle, and the 2 seconds are gone, and you go into the locker room up 13 here.
Do you try the Music City Miracle here? What do you got to lose?
I don't know. Yeah, well, if Waukee gets it back from you and takes it in, then you do. There's a squibber. And bounces up, taken at the 25, and then taken down. Number 4 with it is Isaiah Grant. And that'll be, I can't say anything. It's been entertaining here, and Northwest fans happy. Northwest up 20-7. Only a couple things if you're Sioux City East, you're thinking, okay, well, we score 2 and get the 2 extra points. We're up 1.
Yeah.
But as you said, Northwest will get the ball back here to start the second half. So let's take a break. We'll do that. We'll come back at halftime, talk about the first half here and some of the other scores we're seeing out there in the playoffs here on CISN.TV.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Free Godfather's Pizza. begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
We're back here at the Wolves Den, Northwest High School. John Schaefer, Dar Danielson got you with the tones, and Dar, it was an entertaining first half on both sides. I honestly think Sioux City, the score doesn't lend itself to how well Sioux City East has played at times tonight, down a couple scores.
Yeah, they and the very first one, 3 and out, but then the punt went over the punter's head, giving the ball on the 3-yard line, and let's take a look. I think we have what the result of that was.
That first touchdown of the game, you're right, and it doesn't look too different from the second touchdown of the game for Waukee Northwest. You see the kind of wishbone-esque look.
And blockers right through there, and Woodruff goes in. And as you said, the second touchdown was going the other way, wasn't it? Yeah,
it was in the second quarter, but
3-yard run the other way. And then Sioux City East went for it on 4th down at one point and didn't make it, gave Northwest the ball. I think it was about the 40-yard line. They drove down, got their second touchdown there. Or was that the field goal?
That was a field goal.
That was a field goal. And then late here, they got another field goal after the interception late. And so that's where we stand 20-7. Got to mention one thing. I was over at the state tournament, volleyball tournament, and you talk about domination. Waukee Northwest dominated 5A. They won at 23, runner-up 24, and then 25, they take it again. So they got a little bit of a dynasty going there in the volleyball side of things here. And the football team would like nothing more than to follow through here, and they got off to a good start here and after the half. So
yeah, but an entertaining game, and other scores from around the state. Iowa City Liberty, I should say, is up 17-14 on Southeast Polk. Dowling Catholic up 21-0 at half on Iowa City West, and then Johnston ahead on Valley 14-7. Those scores haven't changed a ton from last time we mentioned them, but again, trying to keep you updated there. A couple of other scores. Newton winning big in their contest tonight. They're going to head to the Dome most likely if they hold on to the 35-7 score I saw earlier. And then Xavier over ADM. I think that was like 28-0 last time I looked too, and Xavier looks loaded again this season. So
another programming note, our buddy Blake, who's usually up in here, he's going to be over at Iowa City. We're going to do the state swimming.
Yeah, looking forward to state swimming this weekend. It's that time of year. State cross country, I believe, was last weekend, if I recall. A lot of just it's that great time of year, and then we transition right into basketball. Basketball is always interesting because you get the first 2 weeks of the season, then you get the long Christmas break. You know,
and you kind of see how you're doing, and then they make the adjustments.
I really hope that the state eventually gets into the holiday tournament, allowing the holiday tournaments to happen. I know back when I was working in North Dakota all those years ago, that was the best time of year because over the Christmas break, all those schools get together for holiday tournaments in central locations, and you get to really stack up and see who's who.
And it's kind of funny because you say break, but really they're practicing stuff, you know. And
they're practicing constantly anyway. Might as well let them play a few teams. But
I remember that was a little weird too when you're playing. Then you have Christmas and you're stuffing yourself and all that, and then you got to come back to practice. The coach says we're going to run that turkey off of you guys and get out there and run. You know, but
you sound like that's from experience.
Yeah,
there,
it is from experience. Yeah. I played basketball and it was like, you come back, but. Anyway, so shout out to my buddy Woody in Sioux City. He's watching tonight here.
Awesome.
And a lot going on, but let's do this. Let's take another break. We'll come back with more at halftime here. Northwest up 20-7 at the half on CISN.TV.
High school activities have given me the opportunity to get involved and make new friends.
Compete in sports that I love and meet new people.
do something I love while building the programs in my communities.
Not just be a role model off the court, but also be a role model on the court.
Make connections and meet new people.
They give me a reason to work hard and better myself for the future. Set good examples to the younger athletes.
Have a positive impact on my community.
Help us support Iowa high school activities.
There's a kind of magic to making memories. To finding time for the little things and the big things. The new things and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest. Of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Positive sportsmanship is an essential element of IHSAA events.
Even as competitors, good sportsmanship puts us all on the same team.
We should all
Support the student athletes competing. Let the coaches coach.
Respect the officials working the event.
Be a positive representative of your school.
Thank you for supporting sportsmanship at Iowa high school activities.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade. With the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Here at halftime, Waukee Northwest over Sioux City East 20-7, and not bad weather overall through the season. Tomorrow could be a little different. Iowa with the big game against Oregon, and then Iowa State trying to get things turned around with all the injuries they've had, man.
Yeah, the percentage on that, I think, 6 of 11 of their opening day starters on defense are hurt, and that's just a formula. You think back 5-0 to start the year. They've lost now 4 straight.
Wow.
It's a tough spot, but on the other side of the state, Iowa, I mean, a real chance to jump up in the rankings. It's shocking to me that they're not ranked currently.
Well, they were, 20th in the poll for the playoff, whatever they
yeah,
call it.
the playoffs for sure.
Sure, but it's just kind of surprising. But anyway, we'll see what happens over there, and we're nice and warm. And Sam, our camera person, she's out in the cold, but she seems to be all right. She's in here warming up a little bit.
Shout out our great crew all season long. I
Yeah.
do need to say none of this is – I know you hear me, Dar, Blake, but none of this is possible without our directors, Rachel, Randy, Sam on the camera. I know we've had Reese on cameras. We've had a handful of great –
Marion on the camera.
And
Blake even does a good job now and then, the young kid that he is.
Well, it's again – these productions aren't always the easiest thing to put on, and certainly we don't take it for granted on our end, and I hope you don't at home too, because it's a privilege to get to do this on a weekly basis all season of football and then into basketball. We were talking about how much we're looking forward to early December here, getting through the turkey break, and then getting into basketball season. Before you know it, we'll be back at Casey Center for the state basketball tournament come March.
It's going to be different in Valley. The boys, after running off their string of titles, and they little change in the coach, and then the Johnston girls, we'll see if they reload here again, and so it's always interesting to see that. And Waukee Northwest girls always right in there, and the boys too with it, so
absolutely.
That's the nice thing is about this job is we get to do all these great games and we don't have to drive that far.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're not driving way up north, and you got such great action here and good stadiums and all that. That's the fun part about Central Iowa sports. So, Sioux City East back out, and they got to be thinking they got to shrug off the first half. A few things there that didn't go their way, some self-inflicted stuff, and the one interception, and then the high snap, and I don't know if that little nerves. Very first time right on the very first drive, but they have some guys speed, and they got a quarterback that can wing it, and some guys, we'll see how they do here coming out in the second half. But Waukee Northwest will get the ball, and we saw them. They go to the ground and hand off to number 22, and he just grinds it up the field and works that clock.
Absolutely, Ryan Woodruff has been a stud all evening long, and has 2 touchdowns to boot, but I think if you're Sioux City East, you have to get a stop on this first drive of the second half if you want to keep any hope alive, I'd say. I mean, anything can happen, but it improves your odds drastically if you can keep them off the scoreboard and get an answer here. And if you're the Wolves, just keep doing what you're doing. Ground and pound, open up the passing game, force some sagging from the secondary, and just keep chipping away at it and run that clock down as much as you can.
Well, that's the thing. You set them up, run, and then you got those 4 guys, Dunnigan, Green, Oliver, and Vineyard, the receivers, and they're thinking run, and all of a sudden, boom, you pop one outside, and those guys got the speed too. So finishing up the warm-ups here. Well, they put a little more time on the clock. But we'll take another break. Do that and come back with more after this on CISN.TV.
What if you could make a priceless difference in your community for as little as $5? With the Des Moines Catholic Worker House, you can. For nearly 50 years, the Des Moines Catholic Worker House has given the homeless and low-income community a place to feel welcomed. With your support, we could turn 3,000 free meals each month into 4,000. We could build a brand new warming and cooling center in our future facility. We could provide more hygiene products, more clothing, and more hope to those who need it most. Feed the hungry, clothe a neighbor, and spread your generosity throughout Des Moines by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. Donate online via PayPal or mail a check to make a priceless difference in your community today. Thank you so much for your support.
The Wolves and the Raiders are out, warming up, about ready to get it kicked off here in the second half. We mentioned a touchdown run of 3 yards by Woodruff, 11:08 to go. Then it was Brayfogle with the 1-yard run as we had it tied up. Then Northwest. Woodruff another 3-yard run, then Quaid with 2 field goals, a 20 and a 38-yarder, his longest of the season. And we were kind of wondering about that, how close they had to get. Well, we know it's at least 38 yards away. He can hit it here, but right now they'll get it and they'll want to take it down, grind it, and score, because you come down and you score a touchdown. I'm not saying it's way out of there, but it really makes it tough for Sioux City East to come back.
It's a steep hill to climb at that point. I think at worst, hold them to a field goal. At best, you get a ball without any points put up. And, you know, again, if you got to try and create a turnover, but Mac Heitland is just really heady with that football, doesn't make a lot of mistakes. And if the ground game is working the way it has been, where you're picking up 3 to 4 yards of play, you're going to be just fine.
And you mentioned it. You see that shot right there. Good crowd from Sioux City coming down. This team is 9-1, and they follow them here on the road in the playoffs. And you like to see that. We appreciate you watching here, those that couldn't make it, but it's also good to see that crowd travel, and this team has done so well this season.
And that 9-1 record for the Black Raiders is not a fluke. It's not from playing a cupcake schedule by any means. They've earned that 9-1 record to play here tonight.
Here's the kickoff, taken back at the 5 by Green. Green up across the 20, 25, cuts it outside, 50, he's going to go, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Waukee Northwest.
Well, Jordan Green does not play. All he does is take it to the house. Watch the afterburners kick in on this one as he takes it at the 4, finds a seam just up the right hash marks, and Jordan Green is a speedster who could not be caught as Northwest wastes no time coming out of the break. Another look at it here. Takes it at the 4.
Well, let's call it 4 or 5. Either way, we'll call it 95.
It's a hole, sheds the last tackle,
and boom, he is gone.
Makes it look easy, and it's suddenly 27-7 after the PAT splits the uprights, and Northwest, well, they've taken a stranglehold on this one, and we're only 13 seconds into quarter number 3. Wow.
Take a break, come back with the kickoff after this on CISN.TV.
Hey!
Touchdown fairway!
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Kickoff comes in short, fumble, picked up, and he's snowed under. As Pollard got it, and he was thinking, I'm going to,
he wanted to return the favor. Yeah,
after the 95-yard kickoff. Let's see, they've been pretty good with that short kick. He took it about the 18, then just couldn't quite bring it in, and
they'll give him the 18 at least.
Yeah. So
but still,
10 at the 18 here. After the 95-yard kickoff return by Green to open up the second half. There's a handoff into the pile. They'll get a couple and then be shoved right back. There's a lot of adrenaline out there for the Wolves right now as they hit Gretkin. They're just jacked up after that big return.
Yeah, that's worst case scenario for Sioux City East. Not only do you get the big kickoff return, then on the ensuing kickoff you bobble it. The Wolves just have every ounce of momentum leaning their way right now, and Sioux City East just needs a rebuttal of some sort.
Hand off over the left side, going to get a couple.
Jackson Davis in on the tackle, and that was best case scenario for the Wolves. They were still trying to get the play in because Sioux City East wanted to move quick.
Yeah, they were trying to tempo a little bit. Now they'll wait and look over to the sideline. Pollard and Grant to the left. They send Claiborne to the right for Jepson. Gretkin in there, the sole back behind him. He switches over to the right side. 3rd and 6. Throws it out, has a man, breaks free at the 50. One man to beat, cuts back inside. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Chris Ford.
Well, there you go. We've got a replay queued up, but that's okay because we're going to get another look at the Chris Ford touchdown in just a moment. But Chris Ford, there is the answer from Sioux City East that you needed. And boy, oh boy, has that just flipped the momentum once again. This game's on its head, Dar.
Yes. Let's see, it was the 22?
Yeah, that was
78 yards.
Yes, sir. You nailed it. And what a big play and what a move by Chris Ford to just kind of juke the defender out of his shoes and finish off the run. Man, we don't need any sustained drives or drawn-out runs at this point. We just need big play after big play. As we're going to head to break, it's 27-14. Sioux City East answers right back. We got a good one at the Wolves' Den.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
We're back here and a couple of big plays. A 95-yard kickoff return, a 78-yard touchdown pass here, and we're just 10:19 left here. A couple minutes in. There's an onside kick, and it's rolling around. Sioux City East has it, I think, and it's Boonstra.
Sioux City East recovers it. It slips through the wickets for Northwest, and Sioux City East has them on their heels.
It went 10 yards. They were right there at the 50 and just how did it get by there? Got just underneath him.
Sneaks through the arms a little bit. You don't have the full plethora of hands team out there in that spot. And Sioux City East with a sniff, the Black Raiders.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at the 46 of Waukee Northwest. The Raiders after the big touchdown. Here comes Jepson again. Handoff over the right side. They get a few yards there. And on the bottom of the pile was Bodie Morrison.
Well, the Never Say Die Black Raiders have new life. Love it.
They bring Ford wide to the right here. Grant to the right. Ford, the speedster who caught the 78-yard touchdown. And there's a handoff right up the middle. Has some room. Flipped up. Gretzky's going to get the first down. And, man, the momentum has switched pretty quick here, hasn't it?
Now, it feels reminiscent of what we saw last year against Valley a little bit.
Yeah,
it's one of those situations where they were down, they got an onside kick, they kind of kept it around, then Valley was able to close it out. Right now, Sioux City East playing with that nothing to lose mentality, though, Dar.
Might as well. Your season ends if you don't win. Handoff again, up the middle and getting big chunks of yardage here. And Northwest stunned just a little bit there. You go from the highest of high in that 95-yard return, then the big touchdown, and then the onside kick. And you're thinking, well, that early in the game, Sioux City East is going to kick it deep, but
a lot of momentum, though, as we tick under 9 minutes in the third quarter. So much has happened in the first few minutes of this game. And
so now 2 receivers left, 1 right, and they got the slot back there. Case and Claiborne. Going to hand it. Nope, going to keep it. This time under pressure. Rolls, now throws it late, has a man out near the marker. That's Claiborne.
Good heads-up play. Jepson is so shifty in the backfield. He plays that little drop step. And
5'11", 185. He's got a good arm, too. Now brings up a 3rd and 1 here.
Third down. 1 yard to go for the Black Raiders.
At the 27. Got that slot back in there again. Handoff right up the gut. He puts his head down, plows through, and gets 3 when he needed 1. And there's a first down for the Black Raiders inside the 25 of Sioux City, or of Waukee Northwest. So the onside kick, they took it at the 46. Now they'll send trips to the right here. For Sioux City East. Flips it out to the back. He's looking for room, cuts it up. Is that Ford in the backfield?
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. Trying to get in the hands of the speedster. They've corralled him pretty good. It was on that other play. They tried coming that way, and they just pursued pretty well here. So 2nd and it's probably less than 9. Yeah, 2nd and 7. I looked at the scoreboard, it said 9. But that was a little more than that.
Your eyes serve you well there, Dar.
Yeah. So 2nd and 7. They come in with that slot back again up there. Send Grant in motion. Handoff. Gretke, he plows in there, spins around. Going to be shy of the first down, but he gets a few.
It's going to be 3rd and really manageable here, and I like what Sioux City East has done now. They're slowing it down. They had their big shot play that worked, and now
you're in 4-down territory probably anyway here.
Yep. 3 points doesn't really help you a ton as we sit about halfway through this second or third quarter. But think of it this way, a touchdown here, there's still a lot of football game left to create more opportunities.
And Koalai, their field goal kickers, kicked a 30-yarder, but as you said, they probably want to get it in there. Rolling back, looking, under pressure, spins back out the other way, throws late to the end zone. Oh, off the hands of the receiver in the end zone.
And he knows it too.
Yep, and Gretke.
That's one of those he would want back. 9 out of 10, he probably catches it just through his hands, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 5. What a throw by Jepson. He had an option to run it, too, there.
And how well do these receivers work when he's scrambling to go, flow with him, and look to get open? But that was Northwest dodges one there, but 4th and 5 here.
It's a big play,
trips
to
right,
say the least.
1 left for Jepson. Drops back, looking. Throws it across. Caught by Grant. He'll get the first down. Down to the 11.
It's a great tackle, though, by Blake Ludwig. Wraps up. Really nice job, but great vision, great play design to Isaiah Grant, and he does a good job not trying to dance around too much. Ensures the sticks move, and you still got a 1st and 10 because you're on the 11.
Well, here they come. Sioux City East, the Black Raiders. Well, there's a full moon night. Who knows what's going to happen? Handoff, Collins. And he's still pushing the pile. The big guys are helping him go there.
That's a rugby scrum if I've ever seen one.
Big number 72, Isaiah King, one of them there.
And then it was 70 as well in there, too. I think that's Robert Rice, the senior.
So he gets 5, 2nd and 5 at the 6.
The energy in this building is interesting right now. It's quieted down
on this side,
significantly.
We're on the northwest side here in the press box, and it's kind of quiet here. Here's Jepson. Pitch. Howland's looking for room. This time they stack him up. Big number 99. Bear hugs him. Jackson Davis pulls him down.
I know that's kind of one of those stretch pitches, right? But if I'm him, I'm just keeping drifting that to the outside. He had a blocker sealing off the inside there, and I would prefer him to just keep bouncing it out that way.
Yeah, he tried to cut it up inside, but right back, as you said, into the traffic, and Jackson Davis waiting right there. So 3rd down and 6 at the 7. They can get a first down at the 1. But again, likely 4-down territory. Fakes, looks, going toward the, threw it short.
Sailed it over his receiver's head. Now 3rd and 6. And that's a little bit of, you're looking for Cooper Fritz, who's kind of a fullback in that sense. And I don't mind the play call, but it's either got to be right to the chest or looking somewhere else.
And what do you call here? I guess you got to.
You dial up that play that gets you the touchdown every time, Dar.
Yeah, you got to go 7 yards. 4th and 6 at the 7. Rolling right. Looking to throw back left. No. Yes, touchdown. I thought when he hit it, he dropped it, but he hung on to it. There's Cason Clayton.
Cason Claiborne's taken a couple big hits tonight, and that one could have been a jarring hit too. Instead, he clings onto the football all the might he had, and we're down to a 1-score game, Dar.
Wow. 4:41 to go here in the 3rd. What a 3rd quarter we've had already. Here's the extra point. This is key now, too. Snap is good. The kick is up. The kick is good. 27-21 here. And
we'll stay
keep
here
it
with
right
it.
here.
Yeah, let's take another look at it.
Extra point.
This is
again.
going to be that. Nope, this is going to be that onside kick. No big deal.
Yep.
I think we're going to get it queued up properly here now. One more look at the touchdown pass. This is just a really nice design. Jepson does a good job coming to his right, throwing back across his body. Not something you want every day of the week. Perfectly sealed off.
I saw his hand coming down. I thought he was dropping it there, but he hung on.
Eddie Kennedy delivered the hit, but it just wasn't enough. And we've had 3 touchdowns in less than 8 minutes of football here in the 3rd quarter.
A 95-yard kickoff return, a 78-yard touchdown pass by Sioux City, then a 7-yard pass as they took it on the 46, went 46 yards there on the drive after the onside kick. So who knows? Will they onside kick it again or kick it deep? I'd say kick it deep, but don't kick it to green.
You know what? Right at this point, why not go for another onside kick? What do you got to lose?
Yeah, what the heck? Well, we're going to pooch kick it short, and it's going to go out of bounds.
And that's not the play design you necessarily want.
That's not exactly what you needed.
But that's okay. I mean, you don't get the big return opportunity, but they're going to get the ball at the 40-yard line.
Yep. So
35-yard line. So confused where they're marking this. Should be right at the 35.
35, yeah.
The side judge on the far side walked back to the 34.
What are they?
We'll let our officials hash it out.
We're talking it over.
Free kick out of bounds for the kicking team. 5-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down, Waukee.
Okay, they mark it from the end of the kick.
So 1 out of bounds, they're saying at the 31. That's a little generous, I might add.
Yeah. Heitland, hands off inside Woodruff. Boy, and the offense hasn't even touched the ball yet because
they haven't.
That kickoff in the 3rd quarter, and there's 4:40 to go here. But you had the kickoff return, and then the 2 Sioux City East plays.
Landon Monk having to hobble off the sidelines there for Sioux City East.
Well, this is what you want, though. End of the season, chance to go to the Dome, lay it all out there. And
it's a good football game, man.
And now Northwest going to take their time here. No big hurry. Going to run some clock off if they can. Heitland, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Wings it out there, caught on the edge, and out of bounds. There's Green again.
Easy pitch and catch there.
And first down for Northwest, now into Black Raider territory here at the 49. Heitland back again. Woodruff going to give him the ball. He takes off. Woodruff cuts it up. 20 and is drugged down at the 15.
What a shot. And you know what? Maybe not having to play for 8 minutes has kept those legs fresh for Ryan Woodruff.
Loggins tackled him, I think, finally. But, yeah, he just – and, again, you got him thinking pass, and boom. I'm going to mark him at the 16. First and 10 at the 16. Drop back, wings out, caught out there. And Oliver tackled.
Met first by Tanner Hamilton and the rest of the Sioux City East Black Raiders.
He didn't get a lot of yardage, but this is just spreading out that defense, keeping them thinking. Where are you going to go next? Dunnigan will come over to the left side, and Oliver to the right. They got Vineyard slotted over there, and Woodruff. Now they send man in motion. Hand off to Woodruff. He slides in around the first line and gets down.
Going to be about 2 yards short on it.
Shy of the first down. And they've used up a minute 40 here. A couple subs coming in to the line here for Sioux City East. They got to be getting tired because they aren't. A lot of them are out there offensively and defensively here. And as we mentioned, this Northwest offense, this is their first drive. They go that heavy formation again. Hand off Woodruff. He cuts it to the right. Touchdown. 8 yards.
That's just great vision from the running back for the Wolves in his third trip to the land of 6. Makes this a 2-score game once again. A great answer from the Wolves after the momentum had swung back Sioux City East's way. 8 yards, and the line does their job, giving him space to move, and boom.
The hat trick for Woodruff. And now are they going to go for 2 here?
No, I think they'll just tag on the extra point. I'm wrong.
It'd make it
I'll
35.
just say I'm wrong.
It'd make it 2 touchdowns.
I'll just say I'm wrong.
Because it looked like you had a good lead there, and then boom, boom. So they're going to go for 2 here. Try to make it 35-21. And they throw it out, and Vineyard gets jacked.
Chris Ford,
who else? So the PAT is no good. 33-21. We'll take a break, come back with a kickoff after this on CISN.TV.
What if you could make a priceless difference in your community for as little as $5? With the Des Moines Catholic Worker House, you can. For nearly 50 years, the Des Moines Catholic Worker House has given the homeless and low-income community a place to feel welcomed. With your support, we could turn 3,000 free meals each month into 4,000. We could build a brand new warming and cooling center in our future facility. We could provide more hygiene products, more clothing, and more hope to those who need it most. Feed the hungry, clothe a neighbor, and spread your generosity throughout Des Moines by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. Donate online via PayPal or mail a check to make a priceless difference in your community today. Thank you so much for your support.
Boomstra and Ford back to receive and taken up to about the 24 by Boomstra.
Those little one-hoppers have been tough for
Now, on
Sioux City East to play.
Waukee Northwest fans, don't get mad at me. I'd kind of like to see Ford grab one, but they don't, obviously, because they know they've seen him.
He's
with the
dynamic,
speed, but it'd be interesting. He'd match Green, I think, probably, if they came down and didn't let him get there. But anyway, 33-21, now 12-point lead here for Northwest, and here comes Sioux City East with 2:34 to go in what has been in a dramatic third quarter. Handoff, cutting through, man, he turned the corner there and got a lot of yards.
Yeah, Gritkin picks up 5, looks like 5 or 6 there, so it's going to be 2nd and 4.
He started in place of Amos Collins. We saw Collins a few times, but Gretkin's really, and then he gets out of the backfield to catch it too, so a little bit different wrinkle. Trips left for Sioux City East. Gretkin back there. They're going to give it to him again. He's looking for room. Looks over the left side, breaks through, and he gets the first down.
Nice run off the left. And, again, Sioux City East now can kind of, you still have a quarter left in this football game. You don't have to rush anything, just establish some time because both of these teams are scoring quickly at this point. And we saw the big play from Sioux City East 2 drives ago, then the a little bit more methodical off the onside kick.
They flip Grant and Ford to the right side. Wing it out there to Grant. He catches it, makes a move, jukes the defender, gets up to the 40, out of bounds, up close to the first down. And
it's
he may have
great
it.
Move. I think he's going to be right on it. Yep, they'll move the change. And for looking dead to rights in the backfield,
he
just put on one little move.
Put the move on Brady Fritz and got by him and up the sideline.
And they always teach those DBs, force them back inside where you can get some help. And he does a good job to make that defender second-guess his move.
1:32 to go. Clock stopped. Handoff. Gretke looking for room, and that time he's going to be pulled down.
Great pursuit out there on the left side. That's Bodie Morrison.
Credit to Northwest defense. They get him in behind the chains here on this.
Get him off script a little bit. And
first
now
couple first downs, and now they get him. Yeah.
Jepson's pushed the ball downfield, though, when he's had to. So we'll see how this offense kind of wants to operate here. Look for number 9. I think that's his safety blanket and Chris Ford.
Yeah, he's coming out wide here, along with Isaiah Grant and Tanner Boonstra. Drops back, looking, now throws it over the middle, and it's dropped.
That one wasn't going to go anywhere anyway. I think that's best case scenario.
Collins was in there, and he was going to have to make some big yardage on his own.
That was one of those where you saw the strong side safety not drop back, but actually collapse down or crash down on the routes, and you kind of had some one-on-one on the right side. You almost wonder if you don't just throw one up for Chris Ford there, see what he can do.
3rd and 12 at the 42. Sioux City East trying to keep the drive going and match the score by Northwest. Pressure on the outside. He slips out of it. Still going. Spins around. Throws upfield. There's a man. Wide open. Caught. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Sioux City East. Kason Claiborne.
Wow.
58-yard touchdown.
I don't know if Jepson is a magic man or what. He's doing his best. Baker Mayfield. Let's compare it to a Baker Mayfield out there as he looked dead to rights once again, slips out of it, pushes his own offensive lineman away from him, and it just fires an absolute dart to Kason Claiborne down the sideline.
As the defense thought he was, stopped a couple times. Extra point up and good. We'll keep it right here.
See if we can get one more look at it. Rachel dialing up the replay right now. And this is just
look at here. Whoop, whoop. Free hits his own guy, spins, fires upfield, hits him on the run at the 30. He takes it all the way in. Wow.
Just a wild play. One defender has him wrapped around the waist. The other defender jumps to bat it down, and they take each other out.
Boy.
4 touchdowns in the third quarter.
Rachel, alert Randy. I think we got to play a couple plays of the week here already in this one.
Just the third quarter probably has our top 5.
Yeah, we'll just go a whole game of top plays in this one.
And now think about the 2-point conversion not succeeding. It's now a 5-point game. So even a touchdown.
Well, and that's why they went for it.
Yep.
Big play here. So, all right, let's see how Northwest, they've responded here.
Do you onside it again? I mean, Northwest has moved the ball regardless. Take a chance again?
Well, I think you squib it, though. You certainly don't want to get Green to get it in his hands again back there.
Seen a lot of different tactics out there for those potential turnovers.
They kicked it out of bounds. There it is, onside again. And
I think East got it again.
East get it. They're jumping up and down over there. No, it's Waukee. He's pointing to Waukee Northwest.
Wow, and Sioux City East is saying they pointed the wrong way.
Yeah. Now they're talking it over.
They're saying it's Sioux City East ball. They pointed
it is
the
East
wrong,
ball.
They
the
pointed the wrong way.
second onside kick they've recovered.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man.
And they're going to need a conversation on the other sideline because Waukee in a bit of disbelief. I can see if we can get the replay on this one as well. I didn't see who came out with it, but just absolute chaos on the far side of the field. This one takes a wicked hop, and then boom. The fielder just takes a big hit.
Right off him, and he gets hit after the ball hits him, and it's recovered over there.
I think it was 49. Cooper Fritz.
First and 10. They wing it out to Ford. Ford tried to split the defenders, and he gets hammered. Flip back hard.
He got met after trying to spin out of it. That was Austin Van Horn, senior linebacker, laying the lumber. But it's still a gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Hey, this game is BANANAS, bananas.
And we're winding down the third quarter, the Bananas third quarter, and they're going to go to the sideline here.
Center can't move, though. He's got the ball in his hand, so he's got to wait until he's told.
Whoa, hang on, folks. Who knows how this is going to go? A trip to the Dome on the line here. We'll go to the fourth quarter. Sioux City East with the ball, trailing by 5 on CISN.TV.
Good evening. As the seasons change, so should the colors in your garden and around your home. Nothing says fall like a splash of beautiful colors from the Fall Mums from Good Greenhouses. No one has a larger selection of gorgeous mums or better pricing, with sizes from small pots to large containers that are sure to make the neighbors jealous. For over 118 years, the Good family have grown and sold the best mums in Iowa in a rainbow of stunning fall colors. Come see for yourself, just north of Interstate 80 and only 8 minutes south of Ankeny.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Second 10 to the Wolves, 47. Handoff, breaking through Getke. Down to about the 36. Sioux City East, 2 onside kicks in the third quarter. We move to the fourth. They get the first down.
What a run by Gretkin there, and really Sioux City East has quieted the sidelines over here on Northwest.
They send Ford out wide left. Jepson, the senior, has been scrambling and slinging the ball. Wings it out there. Ford catches it at the 15 and is ripped down.
This game just keeps getting crazier. Elliott Combe on the tackle. He gave some gap. He's respecting the speed of Ford, and rightly so as we get one more look at it. But right now, Jepson, the Western Kentucky baseball commit, slinging it all over the gridiron right now.
Yeah, does he pitch? Man, he's got an arm on him, doesn't he?
He's been sharp. And
Northwest now looking to make the stop here. to hang on to the lead. Jepson rolls right, looks, has a man, turns in front, got him. He's going out of bounds. Isaiah Grant near the marker.
Watch the layers on that throw again. He drops this just over the head of the near side linebacker and just in front of the hands.
And it's 1st and goal at the, where are they, at the 5?
They are at the 6, and the Black Raiders have a chance to take their first lead of the night.
Jepson, hands off, looking for room. Gretke can't get in. Gretkin.
He's down to the 3. He's 2nd and goal. And once again, keep in mind, this is a Sioux City East team that was trailing 20-7 at half.
And then the kickoff
It
came
was
out. 27-7 as they returned the second half kickoff. 95 yards for a touchdown. Now they come out. They have a fullback and the running back. And off to the deep back, and he is stacked up, still driving.
Still driving. Down at the 1.
No signal.
Down at the 1, but still.
Jacob Breifogel in there in the tailback slot.
He scored the first touchdown of the day.
Yep.
He had that 1-yard scamper, and they're down to the 2. Oh, got to stand now, Dara. It's gotten good.
2nd and goal. Right, no, that time Gretke. Gretke pounds through. Touchdown.
Wow.
Sioux City East takes their first lead.
And he's hurt. Gretkin's got to be carried off the field. Either his knee brace is just slid down or his leg's in some despair.
So now do you go for 2?
Oh, he's cramping up. Okay, good. It's just a cramp.
Okay.
They're stretching out that calf muscle.
So now you're at a 1-point lead. Do you go for 2 here?
I think you have to.
You have to because they have a few.
They've got the leg to kick from 38.
Yeah. Let's take a look at it here. He gets to the left side, gets hit there, and just drags through the tackle of Hayden Grisham.
That's a strong run. Gretkin would not be denied. And once again, I said it. It took all of one play for Northwest to take the lead back in the first quarter, and they have relegated it here in the 4th off of 2 onside kicks.
And we were debating, do they kick it deep or do they squib it? And then all of a sudden, I thought he was going to squib it, and he onsides it, but it was a beautiful bounce on that.
Yeah.
And now,
do you go back to it again? Why not?
No, I don't know. Now you got to try to kick it, and the trouble is Northwest could score.
They've moved the ball really well.
Too,
They've moved the ball really well today. So
a 1-point lead, and even if you go to 3, that's not anything here. We'll see the defense come back out for Northwest, and looks like the offense will come back out for Sioux City East as they go for 2.
Get the pickle juice shots out there for Gretkin to get those cramps away too. But yeah, we're going to get out of the shotgun.
Who's that? That's Pollard back there with Jepson. They get it straight over, looking, tackled short.
It's a good play design. You just got to get it to the end zone.
Yep.
No less. Sioux City East up 1.
East with their
in the 4th quarter.
Yep, first lead, 33-34 here. And let's just keep it here because who knows what's going to happen on the kickoff. We don't want to come back late and miss something.
I mean, if you're Sioux City East, you've had 2 work to a T.
Yep.
You want to keep it out of the hands of the deep returners. I think, why not? Again, Northwest has moved the ball well on you anyway.
And try to look at the flag over there. They're kind of down. Not as much wind as we had. They've died off, so maybe he could kick it through the end zone here for the touchback. And you got to be confident if you're Northwest and the fans are, you're on the edge of your seat. But, these guys can take it down the field quick. Heitland over here warming up.
Well, Sioux City East in the second half has outscored Northwest 27-6.
And student has the East flag over there running back and forth along the sidelines. And
I'm sorry, since the kick return, 27-6.
Yeah. Yeah, you forget that. That was like, wow, this game might be over with that, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Well, I think I said it. Northwest had a stranglehold on the game at that point. Here's the thing. Northwest has 2 guys on the left side at the 50. Why not?
Yep.
Why not try it again?
Green and Oliver are deep. They're going to pooch it up. It's caught. He breaks free up the right side and gets out of bounds on the far side there. That is Dunnigan. He's dangerous too, so good field position to start it here. Man, partner, what a way to end our season here calling football.
We started with the classic. I think we're finishing with the classic here, Dar. Think back to that Valley Dowling game we partnered with Blake Walker on, and that was a thriller. This one, absolutely living up to the billing.
1st and 10 at their own 43. Handoff up the middle. Woodruff running wild into Black Raider territory. Picks up 12.
Got 2 players down on the field for Sioux City East. That includes in on that tackle. It was Ben Gallagher. Or I'm sorry, not Ben Gallagher. It was Jacob Brayfogle.
Jacob Brayfogle, the guy who just was down there in the backfield a minute ago.
And then we got cramping up at the 50.
Well, and they've been on the field a lot. Again, they play both
Tegan
ways,
Server,
a lot of them, and they've been out there a lot of the time. And again, the Northwest offense has not been on the field a lot in the second half. When they've been successful, but 2 onside kicks and time of possession has got to be way on the Sioux City East side.
Yeah, Brayfogle getting quite a bit of attention down there.
Yeah.
We may need to go to a quick break if that's all right.
Yeah,
Dar.
I think we'll do that here. You're watching high school football, playoff football on CISN.TV.
Hey! Touchdown fairway!
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Back here at Waukee Northwest, still working on the player down there. Oh, he's getting up. That's good.
Jacob Brayfogle. He's been down for a bit. He's been a big player for them, though. He's had a couple carries, has a touchdown.
Well, we got a minute. Let's just look at some of the other scores and stuff going on here tonight.
Yeah, the big one over at Johnston. Valley up 28-14 now on the Dragons. So Tigers have a 2-touchdown lead in that one. Dowling over Iowa City West big, 35-0. And then the other one out east, Southeast Polk trails by 3 to Iowa City Liberty, 24-21 with 5:41 to play out there. So still some football left in that one for Southeast Polk as Brayfogle gets some help.
Helping him off there.
Gingerly
on that left foot, so hopefully.
Yeah, he's not putting any weight really on that left leg, and he was grabbing at it right away.
So the Rams have a little work to do to keep from getting back to the dome.
He's been a big part of Brayfogle's been a big part of this game on both sides of the football, but really he's laid some big hits. He's been kind of that anchor on defense, and so see how his team can pick him up here with 9:23 to play.
Northwest trailing for the first time, but they've big run by Woodruff, driven it down to the 45 of Sioux City East. Heitland, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Hands it off to Woodruff again. He gets around the first tackler and turns the corner, but gets pulled down by Colin Pittenger.
Eli Eckerman on there, too. That was a great tackle.
One.
Yeah. Only picked up one.
Woodruff kind of starting to turn the corner. You thought he was going to bust 3 again there, but now dropping back. Heitland rolling left. Throws it out in the flat. Has a man out there. It's Oliver.
Yep. Nice catch for Oliver there. That's going to make it 3rd and manageable. Gain of 3 is going to make it 3rd and 5. Jinx, you owe me a soda after the game there, Dar.
And you 1 or 2 if they go 4-down territory here. High snap, rolls right, looking for Oliver, and throws it short, and they'll get the 1st down. There's a flag coming in. That might be a face mask.
Certainly comes into the ground, and looks like that's the signal. So tack on an extra few, but big 1st down, and Joe Vineyard there is that go-to kind of just release valve.
You kind of forget about him in the game because you have those 3 wide receivers going out, and he hangs around. Yep. So that'll tack on some yardage.
Tacked on 5 more. I didn't hear what the call was. Face mask? 5-yard face mask.
5-yard face mask.
I think they called it an inadvertent one, so they still have the levels of it, right?
We haven't had a lot of penalties here in the second half, but there's been so much quick action.
No one's been touched enough to get face mask or penalties.
Heitland. Handoff again. Woodruff looking to get outside and pull down quickly. On the edge by 52.
Henry Moore.
Henry Moore?
Yes. I got Henry Moore over. Oh, but I looked at the wrong side. My
Landon
fault.
Monk, yeah.
My cheats are off, Dark. Trust yours more than mine. That's a big tackle by the sophomore.
10, yeah. Stopped him for no gain. 3 receivers left, including Vineyard on the inside. Fake the handoff. Quick slant. Over the middle. Breaking free. Green, spinning going. All the way down to the 5. Jordan Green.
That's quite the dot from Heitland, just on a rope to Green. Green spins out of the first one and fights for a few more. Now Northwest knocking on the door to retake that lead.
That was a laser there into him. And Green then got about 8-9 yards after the catch. So we go heavy formation again. Woodruff, touchdown, Wolves, from 6 yards out.
4 score and a Wolves lead to show. Ryan Woodruff, have yourself a night, young man. The senior does not want to see his season end short of a trip to Cedar Falls.
Woodruff, as you said, with the quad there. 3 yards, 8 yards, and 6 yards. Not long ones, but tough, hard right up the middle. And no, play clock. Okay. So now again, they're going to go for 2 here to try to make it a 7-point game. Because it's a 5-point now.
Having fun yet, Dar?
Yeah. Wow.
It's been an entertaining one, to say the least. Man in motion there.
That's Oliver rolling. Throws to Vineyard in the corner for the 2-point. Or is that Oliver?
It was Vineyard.
That's Vineyard, yeah. In the corner for the 2-point.
You fell into the same trap that Sioux City East defense did. All eyes were on Oliver, the motion man. Vineyard just sneaks back along the back sideline there, or the end line, and
now it's a 7-point ball game again, and
we'll keep it here.
We got the fancy lights going on.
You know, those LEDs just make life so much easier to do these little light shows, don't they?
Let's see the play here again.
This is the Woodruff run. Again, they've loved the two fullback sets.
Yep.
And that's just a great finish by Woodruff, and then the 2-point conversion just follows suit shortly after. And here's another look at it. They send Isaiah Oliver in motion across, then right back across. Everyone's thinking it's going to be that short pass. Everyone bites on it. Vineyard leaks out on the back end line. Just beautiful play design, and that puts Northwest up 7.
With 7:27 to play, a trip to the Dome on the line. The Sioux City East have another answer. We'll see.
Are we sure this game has to end?
Don't say that. Bring up my
I think for
nickname.
Sam's case, outside, standing out there at the cam, we've got to give her a chance to get inside, right?
Yep.
Oh, she's doing jumping jacks to stay warm out there, so glad to hear that. She found a way.
Ford and Pollard back deep. Taken back at the 5, 15, spins around up across the 25 to the 30.
It was Chris Ford, your guy.
Yep.
You said you wanted to see him. Well, you see some of that dynamic speed he's got.
1st and 10 at the 30 for Sioux City East. What a ball game out of both of these teams. Again, I've seen East just slug back again. And here comes Cal Jepson. Let's see who's behind him back there.
7:21 left in this game, and there's room for 4 more touchdowns, Star.
Hand off Getkin, and this time they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Offensive lineman slow to get up there, too. It's big number 60, Ernest Lipscomb.
He's
just shaking it out a little bit.
He's in there in relief. He didn't start the game, but now they'll send 3 receivers out to the left for Jepson. Boonstra Grant. And is that Ford on the inside?
Yeah, it looked like, I think it might be Ford on the far side.
Ford on the far side, dropping back. Wings it out low, almost picked off. Combs, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think Combs, but I think Isaiah Grant almost had a one-handed catch.
No, that was
there.
Ludwig, excuse me.
I think Grant almost hauled this in. Take another look. He's the low man down here, and he gets a paw on it. It's a nicely placed ball. Well, nearly a one-handed catch.
Yeah, and then it almost came off to Ludwig for the INT. 3rd and 10. Big 3rd down now here for Sioux City East. And the Wolf defense. They shift the trips to the right side. Single man to the left is Ford. Dropping back Jepson under pressure. He's going to roll, and they take him down, sack him for the first time tonight. Big defensive play by number 44, Eli Eckerman.
No bigger play than that right there, because there is no coming back from that 4th and what seems to be eternity. It's going to be 4th and 23 as Jepson sacked. That's going to force the first punt we've seen in a long time from the Black Raiders. More importantly, that's going to give Northwest the ball back to milk the clock out with just under 6 to play.
And Ford will go back to punt. The first, when we started the game, it was high. He gets this snap, and wow, he just gets that off. Bounces back to Green. Takes a little bit of a Sioux City East bounce, but it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 47 for Northwest.
The momentum shifted all over to this Northwest sideline, and right now, if you're Sioux City East, you got to find a way to get a stop and get a stop quickly. One more look at it here. This is the sack as Jepson just tried his patented little dipsy-do out of it, but nowhere to go.
They always tell you, look at the midsection, and it looks like he did there and just wrapped him up. So now I might see a heavy dose here of Woodruff. There he goes, looking for room, right up the middle, bowling in there. There's a flag comes in, though.
I think we're going to get a face mask.
Woodruff came out of there shaking his hand, so.
In case you were wondering, Dar, City Liberty and Southeast Polk have exchanged some scores, 31-28 with 1:30 to play.
Wow, that's
Iowa City
not
Liberty
quite
is
as wild
up.
as this one, but
yeah,
face mask. So the second face mask call, this one the big one, the 15-yarder against Sioux City East, and you get tired and you start reaching and you grab that mask, and Woodruff knew it immediately. He jumped up and was going, yeah.
That's a big one, though, too, because now that clock can keep winding, and Northwest in plus territory once again.
And I don't want to say another score would put out of reach because we know what's happened earlier in this game, but we're getting late in the game here as the clock rolls, and Northwest will take plenty of time before they get up under center. Play clock, still plenty of time on there.
It's going to tick under 5.
Yep. Play clock down to 6, and they hand it off to Woodruff. He drives right up in there. Sioux City East does have their 3 timeouts. They probably want to try to save those as long as they can. Gets a couple. 2nd and 8, but then fresh 30 on the play clock. Wow, what a ball game. What a second half.
Yeah, for a game that the start of the second half looked like it was just going to be a runaway.
Yeah, after the
it's been anything but.
Touchdown return on the opening kickoff. Dropping back, Heitland he threw it deep. He had Oliver came in, and his other receiver fell down out there, Green.
Yeah, Jordan Green tripped. I think the feet just got tangled up, and hazardous ball there by Heitland. Gets lucky that's just out of the reach. But that's also going to stop the clock and make it 3rd and 8.
That helps. It was Tanner Hamilton was back there. If that ball's hung up anymore, he might have picked it off around the end zone. 4:21 to go. 3rd and 8 at the 32 for Northwest. Let's see if they hand it off. They do. Woodruff over the left side, breaks free, 10-5, touchdown, number 5 for Woodruff, 32 yards.
Well, and that blows the roof off of this joint. That was quite the run by Woodruff. Off the left side, sees a hole, hits the Jets, and he kisses it goodnight. Northwest has a chance to make it 2 touchdowns and PATs. They're 4:14 away from a trip to Cedar Falls.
Come out, gonna set the tee up, ready to kick the extra point here. And snap, the kick is up, the kick is good.
Still a lot of time left for Sioux City East.
Well, I got room for 2 more scores on my
don't say that.
So, oh man, what a ball game. Just keep fighting back and forth. Northwest absorbed all the blows. And let's see the Woodruff. He takes this, heads, as you said, to the outside.
DeBoer just
boom, look at that. He just
back.
sees the end zone and
he's gone.
Right in there.
Credit to DeBoer. Drives his D end 5 yards back and just locks him up as they're swag surfing down here in the student section.
So Woodruff had 10 TDs coming in. He's now got 15 on the season.
A 50% improvement on the year.
In a game. Wow. Well, it is a full moon out tonight.
Yeah, we had that beautiful red harvest moon out there. We knew some weird things could happen. It's not even Halloween night. They saved it all for the week after.
Well, see, it was red, Sioux City East helmet color. Now it's gone to white, the helmet color of Waukee Northwest.
That's how we're going to play it.
That's how we're going to play it. Yeah, what the heck.
The correlation.
You got to go with the flow there. And here's the kickoff. This one's going to be lobbed up, called for fair catch, and drops it. Well, he called for the fair catch kind of early there, I thought. But
I don't mind it.
No.
I don't mind it. Just be smart about it. You can't take a hit that way. You get to jump on it.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20 for Sioux City East. 4:14 to go. They're down 14. We know they could score in a hurry, but we'll see what happens here.
See what
either way, both teams going to have a lot to talk about after this game. Remember the one where we almost came back? Remember the one where we did come back and got to the Dome? And
remember, it's been since 1984 that the semifinals have been reached by Sioux City East, and they've been knocking on the door tonight. Dowling Catholic does walk to Cedar Falls with a win over Iowa City West, 35-0.
Here's Jepson rolling. Looking under pressure, rolls back the other way. Throws upfield, hits a man. And was that Ford coming back, I think? Yep, Chris Ford.
Got a man down, Jackson Davis down behind the play. He was in hot pursuit of Jepson, who his legs just make so many more plays for him.
Yeah.
It's been a wild game there.
To go way back, a little Fran Tarkington there for those
Yeah.
who are,
Good old Vikings days.
But Johnny Manziel, that's another one you talk about that reminds you of the
little
college.
Baker
game.
Mayfield in there, too.
Yeah.
Late in the fourth, Valley up 28-14 on Johnston. They look about locked in to Gary Swenson's newest trip to the Dome.
I'll make it like 5 out of the last 6 years they've gone to the semifinals. Dropping back, looking. Wings it out wide, caught out at the 40, spins out of a tackle, dives ahead. It'll be a first down to stop the clock at 3:49.
And right there, that's one of those spots where you might say, I love the effort to try and make a play, but maybe just hop out of bounds, make life a little bit easier on you, because that was Chris Ford again. He comes up a little slow. Just hop out of bounds. Stop the
save
clock.
a little time. 1st and 10 at the 42, Sioux City East. They need to get down the field in a hurry here to have any chance at all. Wings it out again, over the top and knocked away. Defensively out there, trying to see the number.
Didn't quite catch it, but no less. Great play out on the edge. Claiborne's been red hot on the sideline.
That was Oliver, I believe.
He does like to play
Isaiah
both
Oliver,
sides, yep.
And he's going, I believe, the University of Iowa?
Believe so, yeah. One of those guys, he's committed to the Hawkeyes, and you can see how dynamic he'll be.
Rolling, gets a block, throws, and late dive in there to knock it away.
Isaiah Grant didn't really look like he was ready for it to come his way, and I think Jepson's going to let him know, hey, you got to be on your toes. Everyone's getting the ball here as we take another look at it.
Elliott Combe, I believe, came in late.
Going to roll out to the left. It's a great layers play, and a couple of guys is kind of just in too tight on one another, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
And there's some tired legs out there, I imagine,
Yeah.
But, your season's going to end, so you got to go. 3:27 to go. 3rd and 10 at the 42 for East. Of course, they're in 4-down territory the whole way because they got to get points on the board.
I think we're going to get a timeout from Sioux City East. They're not. Oh, they get it off before.
Lob it over the top. Did he catch it? No. Was it picked off? Yes. Intercepted. I think that was Combs.
I think they need to take another look at this one or discuss it because
that's Ludwig. Excuse me.
I think we need to take another look at it because I think that ball found turf. Let's see here. I think that ball ended up on the turf, but they're going to rule it Northwest ball as we get another good view at it. Tries to hit the quick slant. That ball definitely dragged on the ground. That should not be a turnover. It should be 4th and 10, but instead the referees come together, and they're going to rule that an interception.
Well,
it's just a tough angle to see it there. You can't fault the officials. It's such a bang-bang play, but that ball did drag on the turf.
And I'm not a proponent of replay in high school.
No.
There's no way we need that, but, yeah.
Again, we have the luxury of getting to see it a second time.
Well, now just going to hand it off again. Woodruff will plow ahead.
That should basically put this one to bed. Sioux City East has 3 timeouts left, so.
Yeah, barring any fumble or quick turnover here by Northwest, they're going to
see if we can get any other finals.
To the Dome. And East does call the timeout.
I think it's gone final, 31-28. Iowa City Liberty over Southeast Polk. I'm waiting for the official announcement of a final there, but
that would mean we will have a new 5A champ for the first time.
Yes, Southeast Polk obviously has commanded the 5A crown along with Ankeny.
No, they won every one.
Oh, that's right, since the switch,
Yep.
Ankeny was still 4A, weren't they?
Yeah.
What a wild ride. Southeast Polk, heck of a run. Certainly tip a cap to them in the dynasty created by Coach Zelinovich out there. But Iowa City Liberty should be in Cedar Falls, barring any Twitter updates.
And we'll see here. Northwest, are they getting the start of something here? They have a lot of young guys. Of course, They're not thinking about that now. This is
Right.
moving forward to the Dome and play it out. Heitland back there. Hands it off again. Woodruff dives ahead. They'll bring up a third down. Sioux City calls their timeout to stop the clock here. And first down here would just about do it.
So
Northwest fans could exhale after the.
Ooh, buddy.
I mean, it was going to be pretty tight there either way, but.
Credit to Sioux City East for not quitting after that opening to the second half and the return touchdown we saw. Certainly could have packed it up at that point and said, hey, good season, but they fought back every ounce.
Well,
entertaining game.
Yeah. Yep.
Nope.
Valley over Johnson, 28-21.
So there you go.
First time in 5 years they won't go to the semis, Southeast Polk.
You know, Valley Dowling, if that's a semifinal matchup, that'll be a fun one. Of course,
probably.
The Dome will be electric across every class. If you haven't watched 8-man football at the Dome, try and watch some 8-man play football. It is such a fun time. It's such a great game. Something I appreciate here is we're going to get closer to
tight formation, and he's close. I think he got the first down.
I think they're going to give it to him.
Let's see.
They like to keep it on the mark. I think they're going to say just a half yard short. What an effort tonight. It's been a fun one.
They're going to measure.
Woodruff giving the point for a first down, but I think with where that ball's marked, it's going to be about 6 inches short. And maybe even a half yard short.
And this shows something, too. You know, Waukee Northwest, they were rated number 1 through till that loss, but in this competition in 5A, it's not easy no matter where you're at to, to bust through and get there. And it just shows you how amazing it is for Southeast Polk to go on that run. It's going to be just a little short.
Yep. And I think if you're Northwest, you're just going to try and get under center and pound it through.
Yeah, pound it through. 3:03 to play. A first down would pretty much
put it away.
Seal it for sure here.
Sioux City East just one timeout left. But more than enough clock to eat up.
And wow, what a way to end the season.
CISN's been with you since week 1.
Yeah.
Dar, it's been fun.
Yeah, a lot of great games.
Feels like it was just last week, though.
Yeah,
then
we were asked, open it up. And
this season's just flown by in every which way.
I think, too, because we talked about it, such nice weather and everything has been,
But inevitably, snow's around the corner. Seems like once we get to dome season, you get one of those 2 weeks, you get some snow on the ground somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Carroll's getting 2 inches projected this weekend, and
timeout Northwest.
Be interesting to see how the rain affects the Oregon-Iowa game tomorrow, if it does at all.
Yeah.
So
can the Cyclones kind of pull one out with all the injuries?
Yeah, they're big underdogs at TCU, but don't doubt Matt Campbell and his crew. But you got to find a way to get some depth in that secondary, especially where they've struggled this year. And but it's been fun to even follow Drake a little bit. Coach Woodley's done a great job with them since making the move over from Grandview this season. Always credit to him. Grandview's had a great football team this year. I haven't kept tabs on them quite as much as I'd want to, but I know they were number 1 in the country at some point this year. Maybe.
If you're like me, I always grudgingly give up the football season in high school on that because you're like, you don't want to see it end, but then We'll get into basketball.
Hey, in between basketball and now, we get some Turkey Day in there. And as the hockey nut I am, I encourage everyone to catch the Turkey Cup the week of Thanksgiving. That's some Oak Leafs Capitals hockey in here in Des Moines.
So here we go. Did he get?
That looked a little funky.
Yeah, I think he got it. Originally they didn't, but now he's going to be crossed, I think, for the first time.
Heitland comes out of the pack with
they don't
the
go
big
under
celebration.
Center. They hardly ever go under center. And
Heitland just comes firing out with the first down celly, and that might be the most emotion I've seen from Mac Heitland all season long.
Yeah.
And that should basically put this thing to bed. 2:29 to play, one timeout left for Sioux City East. You're going to be able to tick off 35 each down here, so you probably get 3. Might need one more first down just to make it for sure.
Well, even if you turn it over on downs.
Yeah, there's no chance of 2. I mean, we've seen crazier things.
We've seen 2 onside. What would be the chances of scoring in the third now? But and they'll let it wind down and snap it with about 3 to go. There we go, and then hand off. And Woodruff, he's going to keep moving the legs. There's no way he's giving up the ball. And they use their final timeout. Sioux City East does. And
also college football bananas tonight. UCF beating Houston, and Memphis, after knocking off USF last weekend, losing to Tulane. What the heck, Dar? Sorry, I'm a football nut. I love looking around all of the landscape, and I know we've got to pause here, and so I'll be curious to see what the matchups are for 5A in the Final Four there. I'd imagine that I've got to look at the initial rankings again, but it went pretty chalk with the top 4 outside of Valley over Johnston, and so I think you could see Dowling Valley in that first round game, and Northwest versus Iowa City Liberty.
And this Sioux City East team beat Johnston, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's been a great season for all these teams, making it this far. Credit to Sioux City East.
Yeah, 9-2 season, not too shabby.
Nothing to hang your head about.
Under center, going to hand it off and hitting the backfield.
Might be one of those spots where maybe you don't have Woodruff running the ball anymore.
Yeah, Colin Pittenger. Yeah, but as the guy, you want to be in there as the clock winds down beyond the field.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, because after all the work and everything.
A couple of other scores in Class 4A. Xavier over ADM. Newton heading to the Dome. 42-14 win over Gilbert. North Polk falls to Sergeant Bluff Luton. And Pella over Decorah 7-6. So Coach McKinstry's getting his squad back to the Dome as well. Nevada beats Clear Lake in Class 3A. And then no one else from Central Iowa. Kemper Catholic heading to the Dome. Big win over Cherokee 43-26. Van Meter tops Mid Prairie 28-21.
Northwest will call a timeout here as the play clock was running down to 0. So 1:05 to play.
Class 1A. Grundy Center is the team to beat there for me, I think. Yeah. I know West Lyons got a good squad. Regina blows out Pleasantville. South Hardin in there too. And then, some good stuff. And then, as I mentioned, 8-player. Bishop Garrigan's heading to the Dome. Woodbine, Gladbrook, Rhinebeck, and Audubon. The Wheelers. Big fan of, if you've ever get out to Audubon, check out their football stadium. They've got a giant, I think, is it a giant cow that sits out out by their football stadium?
Oh, is that Audubon? I was thinking the bowl. Where is that at?
I think that's Audubon.
Is that Audubon?
Yeah, I think that's Audubon. The Wheelers out there, and I think it's like the county fairground over there too, or something like that. So, again, big shout out to all the football teams making it to the Dome next week. It's been a pleasure with coverage this season on CISN. For my end, Dar, not to speak for you.
Wow, yeah, same thing here. I mean, what else would you do on a Friday night? Woodruff carries it through, gets the first down, and that will
put it away.
Pretty well do it.
Few things better than a fall Friday night in the state of Iowa.
And the Wolf Howls are out. Dalton DeBoer, Grayson Beatty, Gabe Winter, Cam Flug, and Henry Moore, the big guys are up front tonight. We sometimes don't talk about them as much when we should.
Ryan Woodruff owes them a steak dinner over at Johnny's.
And clock winding down. They'll snap it one more time. The Wolves are heading to Cedar Falls on the Dome in the semifinals. And if you get a chance to get over there, too, that's a fun atmosphere in the Dome. You don't have the whole suction issue they had when they first built it. Living over there, I remember when they put it up, and then the roof collapsed a couple times in storms, and then they finally got it. But 48-34, hats off to Sioux City East in a great season, and 10-1, a 10-win season now here for Northwest, and a chance to move ahead. I'll run it down quickly.
As fast as you can.
A snap over the head. Northwest gets it at the 3. Woodruff runs it in. Sioux City East comes back, takes it down. Brayfogle with a 1-yard run. Then Woodruff a 3-yard run. Then Quaid a field goal and another field goal. We go to the third quarter. 95-yard kickoff return by Green. And then Sioux City East 78-yard pass to Ford, made it 27-14. Then an onside kick. Clayton gets the pass. It's 27-21. Woodruff with the run, 8 yards, 33-21. Another onside kick. Clayton, or no, that came later, right? Clayton with the pass, 58-yarder, 33-28. Then there was the onside kick.
Yeah.
Gretkin with the 2-yard run. That was the first lead in the night for Sioux City East, 34-33. But Woodruff, 2 more runs, 6 yards and 32 yards to seal it here for Waukee Northwest. And again, thanks to everybody working the game. Sam out in the cold tonight on the camera. Rachel, great job here on the controls, and to everybody on the CISN crew throughout the football season. Keep watching our schedule because we'll have basketball coming up soon. And thanks to you again, John Schaefer here. Great job tonight. I'm Dar Danielson. That's going to wrap it up. Northwest on the way to the Dome here at CISN.TV.